Mr. Mom. Happy holidays from Folgers.
Oi! To make your Christmas brighter, you need the Energizer!
To write the extraordinary Energizer!
Stuff these in your stockings, plant these by your tree. This battery has the most energy!
To write the extraordinary Energizer!
Santa?
Oi!
Laboratory test prove in most devices, Energizer lasts longer than any other battery.
For energy, remember me! New Energizer!
Quick, up here.
It looks just like you.
Looking all right yourself, kid.
Now when you buy a $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates, you get a free plush musical ornament of Oliver or Dodger, the characters from the new Disney movie Oliver and Company, now only at a theater near you. Oliver and Dodger make great gifts and even play a tune.
Hey, Dodge, we made beautiful music together.
Yeah, kid.
Your holiday place, McDonald's.
This Christmas, imagine her in great-looking holiday coordinates from a place you might not have imagined, Rich's Budget Shops. Imagine these blouses, pants, and skirts in lots of festive styles and colors for just $11.99 each during the Budget Shops holiday sale. Imagine her warm and cozy in these luxurious fleece robes. Imagine these jewel-tone robes in many attractive styles for just $12.69. Imagine fashion and selection, all from a place you might not have imagined, Rich's Budget Shops, where this Christmas it will be easy to imagine her looking very good for less.
This holiday season, have a party with Chicken Tender's 20-piece holiday pack from Burger King. All white meat chicken breast fillets cooked in 100% vegetable oil. So quick, open up a 20-piece holiday pack and have a party, because there ain't nothing like the real thing.
Here's a great idea for Christmas. Gift certificates from Burger King. 50 cents each or a book for $5.
This is a Burger King town.
A great way to say happy holidays from Burger King.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. Jeffrey, she wants everything.
Well, everything's at Toys R Us. Like Golden Books Rainbow Bright Storybooks, only $4.97 each. Toys R Us has a whole library of them. Only $9.97 for Ertl's radio-controlled 18 band.
Wow!
And only $10.97 for Uno Wild Tiles from International Games.
More games, more toys. Oh, boy! I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Join Julie Andrews for Christmas in the Austrian Alps with special guests Placido Domingo and John Denver. The hills are alive with Julie Andrews and the sound of Christmas. Next.
This Christmas, don't leave their feet out in the cold. Say, Merry Christmas, feet. Give them Dear Foams that'll shock them. Dear Foams that'll sock them. Dear Foams pets are neat. Dear Foams sweaters for their feet. From all of us, our families too, Merry Dear Foams to you.
Having a famous father isn't all that great. He's always recognized, gets tons of letters, and people think I get everything I want. Wrong. Last Christmas, I wanted Kaboom, Laser Blast, and Freeway, 3 knockout video games from Activision. Well, I got 2, so I don't get everything I want. This year, I want Mega Mania and Grand Prix and...
Son?
Yeah, Mom?
Your father wants to know if you fed the reindeer.
Gotta go.
Oh, hey, Dasher, I need stocking stuffers. Send down the Milton Bradley travel games.
You sank my battleship.
Answer?
Yahtzee!
Answer!
Milton Bradley travel games are compact versions of fun family classics.
The perfect stuff.
Connect 4!
For stockings.
Tomorrow, it's a super Saturday of great fun and adventure with Turbo Teen in the Dragon's Lair. Then,
Merry Christmas, everyone!
catch the Yuletide spirit with Scooby-Doo as he cooks up a batch of holiday surprises. Then, tomorrow night...
I'm not ready to go yet, okay? I'm not ready. You gotta wait. I got shit to do. I'm in the middle of something. All right? Just hold on.
Watch your mouth. or don't come in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, people, come on, we're adults here. You know what? What is the point?
Yeah, we're adults here. I got a fucking Burger King fucking thing on my head. We're all fucking adults here, guys. People in my chat, 2 words. What are they? 2 words. Let me see the chat flood. Let me see the chat flood. 2 words. Okay. Next caller. Please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, which translate in American to dick and balls.
I got flip-flops. These are my flip-flops. Yeah, I really like my flip-flops because I can put them on. Because look, watch me put them on. I can put them on all by myself. Watch me put them on. Look, are you watching? Look, these are my flip-flops.
Thanksgiving Day. I remember it clearly. It was Thanksgiving Day. I was inserting myself in somebody else's fucking business as a cash grab, and you know. This channel is harsh reality.
Karen Yak se jodió la sucia vida. Amen.
This is Jonathan Lee Riches. I have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna put cheese on them. I'm gonna make sure that I have my hamburgers because I'm a big boy now and I can make the hamburgers. My mom lets me use the stove now.
And I'm just like, wow, I like receipts, and they brought receipts. Like they had evidence to back up everything they said. And I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be another side to this, right? Like, this can't. No, this is too fantastic.
Yeah, because you're not going to just jump to the conclusion that there's a conspiracy amongst cops to cover up a murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, cops and just like soccer moms and shit. Like, that's what made it even crazier. Like,
yeah, get it, Betty. Yeah,
did you have a close relationship with your mom?
Get it, Betty.
Oh, of course, I still do.
Yeah.
My older sister was kind of sad. She was more of the prissy girl that likes going.
That is the best shit fucking
shopping
ever.
for dresses with mommy. I was the tomboy that liked playing with the people.
Shout out to Cherry for just being easily the most faithful and loyal supporter that I've ever had. That someone could have that tenacity with loyalty. And I'm really blessed to have someone like Cherry be part of this channel and in my life. So it means a lot. And yes, I named him after Mr. T and Rocky. Say, woman. Say, woman. Say, woman. Since your old man ain't got no heart, why don't you come down to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this little dude. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends. Oh, say bye. Say bye. Oh, I love you too. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. Bye, guys. Woo! Good evening, people. Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness, man. It's good to see you guys, man. Like I wasn't even like, the thing is, look, this is gonna happen for a while now. Listen. And I decided this today. I don't expect that there's gonna be a lot of updates until after the new year. So I'm just gonna go live about random shit here and there. Because I know that there's creators that are taking the holiday off, and that's awesome. I'm not gonna do that. So I was getting like random messages, and more than usual, like, are you gonna go live soon? Are you gonna go live? And I'm like, well, what the fuck am I gonna go live about? There's nothing to go live about. And that's never really stopped me before, but then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go live, like, just So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a little bit, and we're gonna have some call-ins. But I did find a little gem. That I'm gonna go over. Now, I realized that I posted on Twitter or X that I was not going to engage in any more arguments until after Christmas. And I have not. I've been very good about it. I've made, at best, like a point and then got the fuck out of there, right? So that's I've been building a pretty decent habit of doing that. And I'm pretty proud of myself. It actually feels real nice. It's like so easy, sometimes it's like, oh man, I really want to just fucking lean into this person. Like they've been going after people for like no reason and shit. And I just, it's in my nature to just be like, hey, how about you stupid asshole? It's real easy for me to want to do that, but it's actually been kind of easy to not even bother with that either. But I did specify on Twitter that I wasn't gonna do that. Now, that's not to say that I won't go over something that I see on Twitter here. I'm gonna hack that shit. That way I'm not a liar. Because content's content, people. But I really don't want to engage in any drama or really discuss the drama that's been taking place. And there's really no reason to. Like, to me, it's kind of already passed. Now this is gonna kind of come up in this video that I'm gonna go over now. It's kind of gonna come up, but that's not why I'm showing it. Okay. It's not why I'm showing it, this video. But I did find a little gem. Okay. Now, before I get started, I've got Kat Randall, who gifted a membership. Thank you so much for doing that. It's very, very nice of you. We really appreciate it. And then Glamasuz says, Kate Peter, member for 12 months. It's been a year. I love it. Kate Peter has multiple court dates on the 20th and February 23rd. Okay. But that's long after the new year. Now, and thank you for that. Appreciate it. Let me see. Scott McGinnis says Esty wrote a mini book on Facebook, but it was actually very good. I got nothing better to do. Maybe I'll read it, but it's on Facebook. But I think she posted the same thing she posted another book on Twitter, I think that was her. But I will go over that. And Peaches gifted a membership. Thank you. And Peaches gifted another membership. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh man, I got to tell you guys, I'm in the holiday spirit. I very much am. It doesn't take much to do that. Because I love Christmas. I've always loved Christmas. As you can see, I'm very nostalgic. I like to play the old commercials. I realize I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm trying to remember to stay in the habit of doing that. Playing the old commercials before the live stream starts, because they make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I'll go over Estee's post because everyone's talking about it. So I'll go over that in a little bit. And yes, I do have, I don't know when we talked about, I never heard back from them. We talked about doing one today, but I just never heard back from them. So maybe we'll do it next week or over the weekend, hopefully. We're
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad.
How dare you? Christine F, aka K Fan. Merry Christmas, Will, and everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, and a big shout out to Gregor Smith. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but Gregor Smith emailed me an Amazon gift card, man. And that was awesome. That was really nice of him to do that. So big shout out to Gregor Smith. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. And What the Duck gifted 10 memberships. I love it. Thank you so much. Glamasooz. Oops, December 23rd. Damn reading glasses. Okay, so December 23rd. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So I'm just live by popular demand. People have been asking for me to go live, so here I am. I had an excellent day. It's been raining like crazy this past week. And wow, okay. Okay, Clever, go ahead, buddy. Play with your toys. You never play with your toys, but okay, right on. I'm just surprised. Sorry, I'm looking at a little bit in chat here. Jesus Christ. And you do that like the one time I leave your harness on that has your tags on it so that it just makes a whole bunch of noise. That is really, really strategic of you, little man. Thank you for that. You guys believe it's been a year since I got this old dude? I'm so excited, man. It's so nice. And now he's acting like he did a year ago. But I love it. I love it. I guess he's feeling nostalgic.
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad.
How dare you? Karen Eubanks, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Buttercup, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Buttercup. Merry Christmas, Will and Clubber. Hear that, Clubber? Merry Christmas, buddy. Boston girls love the Glarer, and the Glarer loves his Boston girls. Very much so. Okay, man. Right on. So yeah, man, I'm stoked, man. And I don't have any like plans this holiday, honestly. And don't go feeling like, oh my god, poor Blair. It's one of those years. I don't have any plans. And it's okay. I mean, I've got this whole other community family here, man, that I can hang out with. So I'm really grateful for that. And I mean, and Sean is still doing Sean. Okay, man. You know, like you can't take Sean seriously, dude. Like you just can't. You know, like you're doing that shit to yourselves. You know what I mean? Like he's not a threat in any way, shape, or form. He's just an idiot. Calamity Jade, thank you so much. Oh, yes, I was there when he jumped on the desk and knocked over the tree. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you so much. So I found this video. Now, if you guys are on X, there's this dude. And it's funny because he made a video, and I guess Krusty Panties decided to put it out on her channel. And we're gonna watch it. But this dude is one of the biggest fucking trolls on X, completely and totally fucking useless. Never contributes anything of substance whatsoever, yet claims to be an attorney, apparently. An attorney, not just an attorney, an award-winning attorney. So, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. Yeah. Let's have a little fun. Let's do that. Yes. Do you kids want to have fun? Yay! Yes, we're gonna have fun. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, that's enough applause. Thank you. Oh my god, I said that was enough. Thank you. Jeez, okay. So, wait a second. What is this? All right. I mean, what? Okay, that's bizarre. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah, so they know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. So I'm very crusty. I love that shit. Yeah, sorry, man. I mean, I'm in a dream wrecking mood. You know what happened to me, dude, today? So, like, I got really excited. So today, I don't know if you guys like. I mean, you could tell by some of the fucking attire that I don sometimes that I'm a superhero fan. I like my superheroes and I love my superhero movies, man. Like those days where those commercials were airing, I fantasized. I was a little kid and I fantasized about them making live action because I loved movies even back then. And I fantasized about them making these amazing live action superhero movies. They did it with Superman when I was 3 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old. And it was great. Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor can't be beaten ever. There's never going to be a better Superman than Christopher Reeve. Never going to be a better Lex Luthor than Gene Hackman. So when the Marvel universe came out and everything, I was really, really excited. And the trailer for James Gunn's new Superman dropped, the teaser trailer, not the trailer, not the trailer, but the teaser trailer. And I got really stoked about it. And then I posted a couple things about it today because I was really excited about it. And then like the official Twitter of Superman, of the Superman movie, the new Superman movie, like tagged me in a post, and it was awesome. It was great. And then hold on. Wow. John Trott gifted 50 memberships. Oh my goodness. Wow. Somebody's in the Christmas. John Trott, thank you so much for that, man. That is awesome. Gonna have a whole lot of green in the chat, man. It's crazy. That's wild. Really, really nice. And yes, I will be hosting stuff in the Discord. I don't know how that's gonna happen. But somehow I got to get you guys your Discord links and invites to the Discord. Cherry's not in the chat right now. Hopefully she shows up. And you have to email Cherry with your proof of membership and she will send you an invite to the Discord.
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you? Oh my God. Thank you so much. So Vivian says, thank you. Last 3 years almost killed me. You've helped me, Cherry, and I'm baffled. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. You've helped me immensely. Duckerated. Oh my God. And you win handle of the day. Thanks for all you do, Will. Merry Christmas. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And New Hampshire dude 603 gifted 10 memberships. Wow. You guys are on fire today, man. Thank you so much. Scott Messerschmidt, thank you so much for dropping the Turtle Boy Defense Fund link. I appreciate that. And big shout out to Scott Messerschmidt and all my other mods for everything that they've done and helped me this year. It means the world to me. Yeah, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you guys so much. So it was really cool because the official Superman Twitter account tagged me like in their post, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then like Aiden, the fucking dream wrecker, fucking dream wrecker Aiden decides to chime in on the post because I was wondering why the fuck is nobody, like, if they tagged me, there's like 400,000 followers on this thing. Why, they tagged me? Why is nobody seeing it? And then, of course, Aiden, of course, chimes in and clears that up. And he's like, oh, they put an @boomer Superman move. And I'm like, fuck, So nobody's going to see the shit. But it still meant the world to me that they took the moment to write that out. Somebody there in the whole Superman movie universe that's upcoming, the James Gunn Superman movie that's coming up, somewhere in that universe, they thought of tagging and typing little old me in this thing. And it was really nice. Either that or AI did it. I don't fucking care. You're not going to ruin that for me. It felt really nice and I enjoyed it. So nobody's gonna see the shit, but anyway, It's still cool. So fuck you, Aiden. So like, and I didn't respond yet or anything, but I'll go ahead and respond now. So Saturday, I think at 2 is what they're aiming for. Maybe they're supposed to. Nurse Kim's got something in the works, and so yeah, Nurse Kim, I'm in. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, you saw it because you follow me, dude. Like, yeah, you saw it because you follow me. That's it. Like, that's, it's like getting a fucking knockoff Teddy Ruxpin for Christmas, dude. It's like, you wanted a Teddy Ruxpin, right, kid? You wanted a Teddy Ruxpin? But Mom, this is a Teddy Rugskin. It's not the same thing. Thing doesn't even have a fucking tape player on it. You know what I mean? Like, the mouth doesn't move. It's Teddy Rugskin. Fuck. That's what it was like. That's what it felt like. Like I got a fucking Teddy Rugskin for fucking Christmas. Shitty. So but yeah, no, I had a really good day, man. Went to the gym. I quadrupled my move goal, bro. Quadrupled that shit. 10 miles in steps today, people. 10 fucking miles. So yeah, and I feel fucking fantastic. It's great. I highly recommend it. And I'm enjoying this because come January, dude, like, and the gym's already starting to get crowded. People are like, oh, well, they're not going to lump me up with the new year, new me crowd. So I'm going to get started early. I'm going to get started on the new year, new me early. I'm taking initiative. Motherfucker, you should have done that shit a year ago. Shut up. Get the fuck out of the gym. Move out of my way. You fucking posers. But no, it's still not stopping me from doing what I need to do. It's pretty fantastic. Now, yeah, we'll be doing a Hannibal and Monty, another part 3 soon. I got plans for that. So I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen today because this way I could plan what I planned, what I have in mind a little better. And oh my goodness, Microdots is in the house, people. We love Microdots. So yeah. We're gonna play this video. Okay. We're gonna go over this Krusty Panties Gaffney bullshit. Because this guy is a fucking douche, man. All right. Let me tell you something about this Gaffney dude. This dude on Twitter is a fucking douche. Completely and totally useless. Just an unbelievable fucking psychotic troll. Nasty as shit. And it's like Christmas coming early because the dickhead fucking makes a video. Like, going over his tweets is one thing, but when I get to look at his fucking face, oh my God, it's not even my birthday. It's not even Christmas yet. It's fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and watch this shit. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
See, they didn't even fucking show the whole thing. Like, they don't even show him lifting it. The truth is what happened was his arms fucking ripped right off when he was like pulling up right here. Do you see this? Right here. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
They didn't even show him lifting the shit.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
And then Joseph Kane, thank you so much. Ginger says a real big douche nozzle. He is a fucking big douche nozzle. Fuck that guy. Let me mute this too because he's probably copyrighted music. Award-winning attorney leader. Oh, he's a veteran though. That's nice. Thank you for your service, you dickhead. Entrepreneur, lifestyle. Oh, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you. This dude doesn't even look like he fucking knows what he's doing. Elevate your life. Elevate your life.
You know me. I don't like to waste your time, so let's get right into this.
No, nobody fucking knows you, dude. Look at this guy with all of this shit behind him, right? This is something to take note of. Now pay attention. Award-winning attorney M. Torrin Gaffney on narcissistic sexual abuse in the Free Karen Reed cult. I mean, look at this shit. First of all, the dude bleaches his fucking hair, dude. The guy's got 4 strands of hair and he bleaches him. Amazing.
December 8th, 2024, I posted the following.
It's frosted tips. Now we're gonna skip that because we don't need to relive this. So this is his little tweet here, and it says, "This is reactive abuse. Remember when Timmy Kearney illegally recorded his ex after abusing her for hours and then played the victim? Like, we know that he didn't abuse anybody. He is a malignant narcissist." This is a lawyer. Okay, I find this very funny because this is an attorney who is slandering. This is defamation. He's slandering, he's lying, and he's an attorney, and he's lying about Turtle Boy. Like, and he's not only is he lying about it, he's showcasing his lie on a video where he's like showcasing his lies. It's amazing. This has got to be the stupidest fucking lawyer I have ever seen in my life. This is amazing. It's not like he's, familiar with terms like defamation, slander, libel, nothing like that. Fascinating. So he is a malignant narcissist. Every person that has ever dealt with him has learned the same lesson. How many more enemies can you amass, Free Karen Reed? We don't have any enemies. There's like the McAlberts and like 4 idiots.
Remember when Timmy Kearney illegally
shut up. I already read this.
And breaks down over seemingly minor issue. Has learned the same lesson. Reactive abuse occurs when the victim has been driven into an emotional state and breaks down over seemingly minor issue.
Like he's clearly reading something he copy and pasted off Google.
What we learned is that this young lady, here is the victim, the subject of the preceding post, had worked diligently to support the Free Karen Reed cult. While I disagree with said cult and the past conduct of the victim, my thoughts are with her. From the information that I have, the accuracy of which I do not profess, to know completely and certainly, the victim was involved, amongst other things, in a popcorn fundraiser for the Free Karen Reed cult. Allegedly.
Did he say? He did not say what I think he just said. Did he say a popcorn fundraiser? Not popcorn! Not popcorn! Fucking idiot.
Karen Reed's cousin. Let me say again, allegedly Karen Reed's cousin was involved. And as
Allegedly. There was no allegedly in your tweet that you fucking just showcased that you fucking committed libel, you dummy.
with everything else in the cult, things got sexual in nature, for at least the cousin.
Like everything else in the cult, right? First of all, this is not a cult, okay? It's very funny. Now, again, if the cult is truth, justice, holding cop killers and corrupt cops and corrupt officials and local officials accountable, then yeah, I'm drinking that fucking Kool-Aid. Call me a fucking cult member. That's fine. This dude is like everything else in the cult, it's sexual. This guy is just so preoccupied with the idea of a sex cult. It's fascinating. You'd think he would, be thinking about something more worthwhile with all that shit in his background. Like, really, bro? Like, that's all that shit in the background, and the best you can come up with is a fucking sex cult, dude? That's the best you can come up with. Right, exactly, Microdots. A cult 95% of people agree with. Okay. What's up, Mizzy? It's good to see you.
Between discussions of popcorn butter, said cousin decided he would employ the old turtle boy tactic of sending dick pictures to introduce himself to various women. We don't recommend that.
So that's what Turtle Boy did? That's what he did? He fucking made dick memes that say, "Hi, I'm Turtle Boy." That's that's what Aiden did, right? Oh, hey, I'm Turtle Boy. Nice to meet you, dick. That's what he did. That's how that went down. Okay, dude.
Slightly off topic, but I would really seriously consider purchasing any food items from the cult. You don't know where it's been. I can only speculate.
Well, you don't need to speculate because it's from a distributor that sells popcorn for the purpose of fundraising. That they're a fundraising organization that provides popcorn. It's what they do. It's not Nick Rocco and Jenna Rocco fucking having nasty fucking Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore ghosts clay sex all over the fucking popcorn and then bagging it up and sending it out to people. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? The fuck are you thinking? Glamasus, thank you so much. Gaffney tag teams with his wife and other guys and rents cars to look wealthy. Everything is rented. I don't know if that's true or not, but Jesus, like, what is wrong with this guy?
Anyway, the victim attempted to remedy the situation, meaning the issue with the cousin sending dick pics, by contacting the accused murderer, Karen Reed, to inform her of what was going on. As can be expected, America's happiest murder defendant didn't respond, blew her off like she does with all her minions, unless she needs you.
Dude, if I were Karen Reed, I'd be the happiest murder defendant too. Because every time you see Karen Reed smile in that courtroom in front of Judge Beverly Cannoni, something funny, Miss Reed? Yeah, something's really funny, Bev. Because, like, there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to end up being indicted, and you might be one of them, Aunt Bev. You might be one of them. So if I'm Karen Reed, I'm fucking giggling like a motherfucker in that courtroom, dude. Like, I would be the happiest murder defendant ever. Because I know that everything, this whole sham frame up, can be proven. It's proven time and time again. Every single time we go over facts of this case, it's proven that this is a sham. This is costing the taxpayer $1.5 million. This sham. $1.5 million. An estimated $1.5 million it is costing the taxpayer. Incredible. But they're okay with this. They're okay with this.
For something like money or a standout, that's when the victim turned to a Timmy Kearney, since he wants to go with Timothy now. The Turtle Bill is certainly not going to.
Dude, this dude has the fucking personality of a celery stick, dude. Like, and a celery stick is infinitely more groovy than this dickhead. Like, this guy has absolutely no redeeming, interesting qualities whatsoever.
Let some other dude, steal his patented method of meeting checks. So he colluded. Get that straight. I mean, he contacted his boss, Reed, and
his boss
was advised to keep his pants zipped.
He's like, this is all made up shit. And this guy calls himself a lawyer, dude. This is all made up shit. Dude, just out of general principle, I would go after this guy when I'm starting to fucking pass out lawsuits when this is all over. If I'm Karen Reed, if I'm Aiden Carney, I'm passing out lawsuits like fucking Jolly Rancher candy canes. I'm totally doing that. What's up, Olivia Nile? Yeah, dude. Like this guy's just making shit up. It's amazing. But he's an attorney. Okay.
Zipped up, and the rest of his junk where it belongs.
Like, now I'm laughing at this person, not with him, because he's trying to be funny. He thinks he's being funny by saying his Aiden Carney's junk and his zipper. Dude, like, you sound really weird. You're not funny, like, but you're talking about a dude's junk and his zipper without any fucking like sense of humor behind it at all. It's really weird. It's really weird. Open your mouth, bro.
Here's where the story gets interesting, because let's face it, dick pictures and butter.
Really? That story is the story ever gonna get interesting, my friend? Is that ever gonna happen? Megan Easton gifted 5 memberships. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. I mean, this guy is he's just booming with talent. He's just so, everything that he says is so profound. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Porn corn is kind of an everyday Karen Reed cult.
Wow, porn corn. That was really clever, dude. Porn corn.
type thing going on. Now, if you're a member of the cult and you're put up by my language, by the way, just remember that the victim was trying to ensure that the members of said cult were protected and didn't leave the cult because of other members didn't leave the cult because of sexual misconduct and receiving pictures of things that they don't want.
No, dude, and yeah, this guy definitely lifts. Like, I'll give him that. He definitely lifts. But the funny thing though is like I already could tell what kind of guy he is at the fucking gym. I can already tell. Like he's the guy that never wipes down a machine, but as soon as he sees you not wipe down a machine after using it, he goes to the fucking gym manager and goes, excuse me, hi. I really hate to be that guy, but I just, it's a public gym and it's for everyone. And we are coming off of a pandemic like 4 years ago, but we're coming off of a pandemic and 4 years ago. And the machine, I don't want to catch anything from anybody. And, again, I don't want to be that guy who complains, but if you could just like, maybe, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble. And yeah, sure, I'll take care of it. Oh, you'll take care of it. Okay. But will you, what exactly are you going to do about it? Well, I'll speak to him and make sure that, he cleans it up and, that's great and everything, but I feel like if you do that, he's just going to do it all over again. And I don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything, but yeah, he's that guy. He's that fucking guy. He's not there at the gym to self-improve. He's there at the gym to feel superior to others. And nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy. He's the one that will run to offer a girl with a nice ass help to spot her. But if it's like an overweight girl who's trying to improve herself and she's like struggling and the bar's like, he's going to just sit there and be like, wow, poor overweight girl who's trying to self-improve and get, in shape, who's on the road to getting in shape, fuck her. She could die. It's okay. He's clearly that guy. Hold on. Wait a second. What?
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
I bet that dude, Beetle, thank you. I bet that dude snuck candy bars back to the barracks in basic training. That's funny. And there was one other one here. Hold on. Joseph Kane, thank you. Ginger says he's pervy and yucky. Yes. And Charlie Lynn, thank you so much. Wait. I inadvertently got my parents a huge order of candy and popcorn from a sex cult. Awkward. They loved it too. Oh my God. Y'all are too much.
In other words, she was furthering the mission. So that's
furthering the mission.
She was a good little soldier, actually. Anyway, the victim wanted closure on the issue, and apparently it was around Thanksgiving, which was inconvenient as Timmy the Turtle was enjoying the canned chicken microwave cheese.
So who pulled their dick out? I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, unsolicited dick pics, not cool, And this is really funny too, because I heard about this. Lala, thank you so much. He looks like a stiff, uncool version of Def Leppard's Phil Collin, who sits in a bar with sweaty hands waiting for someone to talk to him. Yeah, he does look like the singer from Def Leppard. Shitty ass band. You're right. Good point. Thank you. I heard about this, right? And through Twitter, I don't know what's true about her or anything. I heard something about a cousin of Karen Reed who supposedly sent someone dick pics or something like that. And listen, first of all, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's consensual. There's nothing wrong with that as long as it's consensual. It's really nobody's fucking business. But if you're just doing that just to do it, then it's not cool. But here's the most interesting part of it. What I keep seeing is like hate on Karen Reed for not doing anything about it. Like, what is she supposed to do about it exactly? Somebody explain that shit to me. What is Karen Reed supposed to do about anybody doing anything? I think she's a little busy. K-Wags, thank you so much. Do these folks realize they are in the minority? So many people not on X or YouTube support Karen Reed. This video is short-sighted and won't move the ball. Oh, no, I agree. Absolutely. We're going to get to that too, because that's the overall point here.
Cheese dip that is the chick that he left his family for, and while he met in jail, had whipped up for him. Anyway, he alleges that he was with his children. He was with his children, but from his social media posts and the divorce documents, it's clear he was alone eating his meal of packaged cheese and canned chicken, just like he did last year. So the victim reached out to him, which, despite all the work she'd done for the cult, was
what that was, to my recollection, was a chicken dip. It was like a chicken dip or something like that he made for Thanksgiving, and it looked great. Meatball Morrissey's Sketty State, thank you so much. He's giving me Tony Perkis from Heavyweights vibes. I don't know who that is, but thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it was a buffalo chicken dip appetizer. That shit sounds fucking delicious. Why is this guy so concerned over a buffalo chicken dip that someone would bring to Thanksgiving? That's what I would fill up on before I even got to the turkey. That's the kind of shit that my mom would have been like, stop eating that shit because you're not going to eat any turkey. Because I would have filled up on that shit because it's fucking delicious. That's what I wish fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner would have been made up of, is just fucking straight up buffalo chicken dip, because that's what I ate the whole goddamn thing.
A complete and utter inconvenience to the turtle while he was eating his canned microwave chicken goo. So on December 9th, 2024, I posted the following. Dear FKR,
he's so
never message Timmy, the angry leprechaun. He will cut, paste, and even make up statements to fit his narrative.
That's what you're doing right now.
You believe his nonsensical conspiracy, despite no evidence of the same having been produced at trial, so you're kind of dumb and stuff. Victim, I'm not ashamed by my messages. You only show what you think will make me out to be bad. I have truth on my side, or you wouldn't be going so hard, scared much. Abuser, aka the turtle. Here, Jen, I'm giving you your credit. That's what this is all about. Getting
blah 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 blah.
Maybe some might call them. Furthers the important ice. The turtle wants you to believe the victim wanted credit for resolving the matter, not assurance that the matter was resolved. And as I advised, the usual out of context messages that all abusers love to use as a weapon, in particular, the turtle. Not only that, the abuser has now become the victim. Did you see that? See how he reframed the whole thing for him, like behind me, all those awards you guys get irritated about. He reframed it. So it was, he was being petty.
First of all, nobody's irritated about your fucking awards, guy. Nobody's irritated by this shit at all. We're a little dumbfounded by them. Because I'm not, I mean, like, if we're comparing substance, things that come out of our mouths that have substance, like I should have those awards behind me. Like, what did you do to get those awards? Like, I know it wasn't this. It couldn't have been, because what this is fucking straight retardedness, dude. This is just stupidity. Unbelievable.
Petty. You know, he made it about his children. In fact,
This
he's
guy,
now the victim.
this guy needs notes for this. This is what's blowing my mind. Like, dude, listen, I have a file, folks. I have a file. It contains one thing on it. This is how organized I am. This is so I remembered the next court date, which already passed, by the way. This is how much of my script that I use when I go live. That's how much I have planned of what I'm gonna say. I don't ever, I speak completely from the heart every single time I do this, because it's that easy. It's that easy. I don't understand why this dude, just this guy is the easiest. Look at the pause game. This look on his face is exactly, it sums him up. This is what I imagine his brain going through every second it's trying to produce a thought. He's really struggling there. Award-winning.
This girl was getting all petty with me while I was trying to spend time with my kids. But let's make sure we'll remember, or just put in our heads, the fact that those are the same children he abandoned on Christmas Eve to go clap some cheeks, and left for his new chick, the aforesaid amazing canned chicken cheese tip microwave chef. Anyway, do you see what he did there? You gotta see it. Anyway, he framed a very serious issue into something that made the victim look petty. Like, she wanted acknowledgement, or validation, which is all he basically seeks on the internet anyway. And then he twisted back, and no, he's the victim. I mean, who would fall for that? I mean, you. Anyway, so as you can see in my December 9th, 2024 post, he continues to attack using the dog.
This guy, you see what's wrong with this picture? Besides the obvious, you see what's wrong with this picture is this guy has all these awards behind him, right? But he's absolutely and totally engaged 100% into Turtle Boy drama. Like, dude, I won't talk about it. I sit here, and there's times like today, I had so many people that were like, go live. And I'm like, I don't really have anything to go live about. Technically, I do. If I wanted to be a petty fucking dipshit and just go over all the drama and give my opinions on, I think Turtle Boy should have been like this, and I think Jen should have done this, and blah, 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 blah. I won't fucking do that. I won't do that because I have a dick. Okay? Dude, I won't do that. Men don't fucking do that. I don't care about this. Now, it's very fascinating because, I'm just going through this because it's funny, because I just, this guy wants to be heard so badly. We're going to let him be heard. Okay? But there's an overall big picture here, folks.
Dog whistle to get his flying monkeys to go after the victim. Update on Jen. She is now threatening to go on show after show, ranting about what a bad person I am. Oh my God. It's cry bullying. So now the abuser, the turtle, is framing it even more generically. Why? Because people found out what the issue actually was. Karen Reed's cousin allegedly sending out pictures of his wiener. So instead
wiener
addressing the legitimate issue
of his
he's now playing the victim
wiener
of a smear attack by the actual victim, while actually smearing the victim. So the flow here. This is something you got to pay attention. This is how the abuse and then the reactive abuse occurs.
See, let me explain my position a little bit better. Okay, because I have explained it before, but I want to make sure that it's clear. The reason why I don't get involved is I like Aiden and I like Jen. Regardless of, and this is what I'll say, I know a lot of people feel the need to take sides on this. I won't do that. Okay. I just simply won't do that. This is stuff between Aiden and Jen. Now, I don't blame Aiden for posting things that he felt the need to post in defense of Jen going on Dana and Tracy's channel and airing out all of her grievances. She went on there, said a bunch of things, and the people who she oh look, it's Brother Preach. What's up, man? It's good to see you, buddy. She, people who she mentioned in her rant responded. That's their right. Okay? That's their right. You're mentioned, somebody says something about you very publicly. It's absolutely your right to respond. Now, and I'm not saying that she didn't have the right to say anything. You have the right to do that too. If you have something on your mind, if you have a gripe, blah, blah, blah. Now, I have my opinions as far as that goes, but you're never going to hear them. Now, what I'm not going to do is minimize her feelings as to why she felt the need to do that. I'm not here to figure out whether she was right in what she said or wrong in what she said, or if Aiden was wrong or right in what he did. Again, these are people who their gripes with each other went very public, and so you publicly address them. And as far as I know, it's all water under the bridge now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's water under the bridge, but nobody's fucking talking about it anymore. Everybody's basically moved on from it, right? A lot of unfortunate things happened, and everybody's basically moved on from it. But this dude being focused on what's actually being said between them just tells you everything that you need to know. Like, I don't understand how a man can call himself a man and be so fucking focused on shit that's going on between people that have nothing, to do with him. It has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with me. So that's why I didn't fucking, oh, well, I think Aiden was right to do this, and I think Jen was right to do that, and I think he was wrong and she was wrong to do blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking do that shit, dude. And the fact that this dude calls himself a man and actually kind of feels like I'm getting the vibe that he's kind of insecure about it because he feels really everything that he does is somehow trying to get some sort of validation. Like the intro was just the most it was the biggest fucking jerk off session that I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't give a shit what kind of car you drive, dude, but for some reason you think that everybody should. I don't give a shit how much fucking weight you can lift, bro, but you for some reason think that everybody should, even though you didn't actually show yourself lifting the weight, which is really funny to me. All of these, and you've got all of these awards behind you, but you're showing nothing as to why you would absolutely or you would actually in any way, shape, or form deserve any of these rewards. You're not actually showcasing what earned you these rewards. I find that really interesting.
And by the way, it worked. Here's a post, here's LTL Media jumping on the victim who is still trying to protect the cult and Reed's cousin.
Now, I didn't see that as that. I saw LTL say, Jen, take a break. Now, I don't know if he said anything beyond that or before that or whatever. I'm saying the example that he just used, I mean, Jen, take a break. That's not an attack. It's friendly advice, you know? And I'm not saying if I agree with it or I don't agree with it. I'm saying clearly what it was friendly advice. Knowing Brian, I'm sure that's how he intended it. No, this dude is not a feminist. This dude is clearly a misogynist. This dude hates women. You can tell.
Here's the thing. He goes on and
he hates women because he identifies with them so well. Only the negative. He identifies with the Hanya side of women.
Not to post a video threatening the victim, others that were supporting her. So isolation continues.
Yeah, he treats women
and calling
horribly.
her, of all things, a narcissist. The person that is engaged in absolute,
and he totally overuses the word narcissist, much like the clueless twats that he fucking aligns himself with.
Narcissistic behavior throughout this has now said she's the narcissist. We call that projection. He took the video down.
I love
because he was
that.
blowing up an issue that
This dude who constantly accuses Aiden of lying has been sitting up here lying. Started off the video with lie after lie after lie after lie, which is fascinating.
was unhelpful to Karen Reed. It appears she intervened. But he also got what he wanted. He isolated the actual victim, smeared her, and came out pretending to have been the victim.
Dude.
Who was magnanimous for removing a video he was basically ordered to take down. You know, at no time was the victim wrong about the seriousness of the subject matter. And in fact, for all you free Karen Reed cult members and so forth, that, throw your shade on me, I don't care.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
But she was trying to protect you. She was. And she got upset because, well, rather than finding out what happened, got some closure, protected the cult and done everything, she got attacked and smeared and isolated and insulted, and it is what it is. So here's the thing. Her reaction that's deemed crazy because the person abused her, manipulated the conversation. He showed her being crazy by reframing and trivializing the issue, pretending to be the victim himself, employing his flying monkeys to deliver that message, isolating her, threatening her.
Oh my God, I don't care.
Now, I'm going to wrap this up because, again, I like to be quick.
Wow. Do you?
I don't know the victim. Never met her, never spoken with her, have no intention of ever meeting or speaking with her. The same on her end. The opinions expressed in this video are my own. They include sarcasm as well as conjecture.
I couldn't tell.
All statements are alleged until proven otherwise. And listen, I'm not a therapist. If you suffer from mental illness, particularly if you're in a cult, just saying, seek professional help. Thank you.
Gay.
So I think we
Dude, so there's something very interesting about this. The most important thing to take away from this ridiculous fucking stupidity that we just saw is this guy he claims to be an attorney. Okay? He claims to be an attorney. And not just an attorney, but an award-winning attorney. This is my favorite. He's an award-winning attorney. And an award-winning attorney decides to actually he decided to write, record, and edit that video. At no point did he give any insight whatsoever on the John O'Keefe investigation, Karen Reed's prosecution. At no point whatsoever did he give any insight that would be valuable coming from an award-winning attorney whatsoever. Not even the slightest little bit of insight. Think about that for a second. Think about that.
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Dude, it's Meatball Morrissey skinny stain. How long until I can get a proud to be a free Karen Reed and Turtle Boy cult member t-shirt? You'd have to talk to the man about that. He's the one with the sex cult. You have to talk to the man about that. Maybe that'll be some new merch coming from the Turtle Boy camp. But yeah, that in and of itself is very telling. And the fact that Krusty Panties thought that was somehow valuable tells you everything that you need to know. Because it's not like this dude put it out on his own channel. He used Krusty Panties' platform and put it out on her channel. Right? And for some reason, she found that to be valuable. That tells you everything that you need to know about the people who are going around saying that Karen Reed is guilty. That was the best of the best right there, folks. This is the only asshole in their camp that has an attorney's name attached to it. And that was the most insightful thing that he could come up with. That was the most insightful brain picking that we could get out of that guy. Was his breakdown, his incredibly inaccurate breakdown of Turtle Boy and Jen O'Donnell drama. That's what we can get from the Krusty Panties camp, from the Karen Reed is guilty camp. That's the best we can do. That's the best they can do. Dude, I would love to see this guy. I mean, this Plevin in his attic is more insightful than this guy. Think about that shit. Plevin has added more insight in a tweet when it comes to the Karen Reed case than this guy did in this video that he took all this time to put together. Which tells you everything that you need to know about who thinks that Karen Reed is guilty. Yeah, nobody cares, me. Nobody cares. Take the amputee in the attic. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. Plevin died of cancer a long time ago, dude. That's a ghost. That's a ghost in the attic, dude. Plevin died of cancer a long time ago. That's why. That's why he still has cancer, because he died and he's a ghost. Like he's a fucking apparition. He's not even real. That is my theory. My theory is that Plevin has been dead. Cancer kicked his ass a long time ago. New Hampshire dude gifted 5 memberships. Oh my God. Thank you so much, New Hampshire dude. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's dude. I'm telling you. Plevin's been dead, bro. That's the big mystery solved. Mystery solved. Plevin is I knew he was an apparition. Cancer fucking kicked his ass, and he's just sitting up there in his fucking attic haunting it. And then somehow fucking fooled Vinnie Politan into letting him on court TV. Like Vinnie Politan, you've been talking to a ghost this whole time, bro. It's super weird. It's super weird. A ghost that writes fucking novels on Twitter with no point at all whatsoever, with made of absolute nonsense. Mom's yellow act. Let's see, what else are we going to go over here? Let's find something else to go. This is an old video. Hold on, man. I could have sworn there was something new. Can you watch this? All right. Now I know Microdots has some stuff in the works. But we'll go over a little bit of Microdot stuff because I don't think I went over this one yet. That's what a contrast this is going to be. Like, what a contrast between, like, from what we just saw to this.
Like one, but you know, he didn't just become this cartoon character villain with the Karen Reed case. He's probably been doing this to people for a long, long time. And finally, he met his match. I couldn't imagine facing what she's facing. And I have all these charges against me, but at the end of the day, like, their thirst for me pales in comparison to their thirst for her. And I just can't imagine having the powers of the state because they have all the guns and they have all the power, and they can get up there and I can watch scumbag after scumbag after scumbag like Nicholas Garino and Brian Tully, and they just sit up there and they lie with the straight face, and they have their suit and their tie on, and they look sharp, and they clearly, we've become trained to trust these people because they're law enforcement, right? You watch them testify, and you see how committed they all are. Not just, they're trained to protect each other. And I watched that happen. I watched that trial happen, and I'm like, it scared the shit out of me watching how dedicated these people are to the lie. And I get scared sometimes, in my situation, I'll be honest with you, but like with hers, it's a million times amplified. God chose Karen Reed to be in this situation because only she is strong enough to handle this and to fight back, never gives up. She wins.
Now, let me get through this thought real quick before I because I realize and this is mostly because I really want to, because Scott McGinnis was putting a lot of stuff in the chat before the live got started, and he was stating some interesting points, and I want to piggyback off his thoughts a little bit, because here's the thing is whatever went on with Jen O'Donnell and Aiden, as I've said many times, that's between them. I have my opinions on that entire thing, but I just refuse to make that my content. But I will say this, regardless of what my opinions are in that situation, what I am not going to do, and this is something that I really want people to understand about me personally, is again, I'm not trying to minimize what went on between the two of them. They're both, in my opinion, I think they're both they both have, they're both entitled to their feelings in regards to how these things went down. But again, it's a personal thing that went on between them. But Scott McGinnis was making some excellent points, and one thing that I won't do, now you all have the right to do whatever you want. One thing that I won't do personally is dismiss every single thing that Jen O'Donnell did prior to all of that. Jen O'Donnell she spoke up at Canton Select Board meetings. Now, whatever her reasons were for doing so, you might be like, oh, well, she did it for this reason, she did it for that reason. Fair enough, whatever, that's fine. But it doesn't change the fact that she did it. Okay? That's my opinion. Again, you're entitled to your opinions, but my opinion on that is that it doesn't change the fact that she did it. It doesn't change the fact that she ran for the school board. I don't know exactly the title of what she was running for, but she actually did a lot to make changes locally in Canton. The kind of thing that Sue O'Connell was criticizing people for not doing. And I was saying, what do you mean? Rita Lombardi was out there. She ran for select board. Jen O'Donnell ran for the school board. These people actively tried to make change locally there. They didn't just talk, they did things. That's not, in my opinion, to be minimized. I at least it doesn't do that for me. You know what I mean? Like I look at the actions. And I realize that, when it comes to certain things, some people do things and they do them for selfish reasons, and it kind of takes the piss away. It takes the piss out of it. I get that. But but it doesn't change the fact that they did these things. And so I will never take away from that. I will never take away from that. So, you know, but we also have to understand also, people, that the people who have done all these things and then for some reason expected something out of it, you know, that's their own fault. I don't expect shit for anything that I'm doing here. I don't expect any recognition or appreciation from Karen Reed or her family. When I see like someone like Sean on the Gulf whine and bitch about, oh, Karen didn't send me an emoji. Like, dude, really, bro? Like, you just fucking said that shit out loud, dude. You've got a dick in between your legs and you just fucking whined about Karen Reed not sending you an emoji. What? It makes no sense to me, you know? But the thing is Sean on the Gulf didn't do anything. Sean on the Gulf has never, ever shown up to Canton. Sean on the Gulf has never attended a court hearing, never stood outside a court hearing. To the best of my knowledge, never donated anything to Karen's defense fund. Definitely didn't do anything to raise money for Karen's defense. Definitely didn't do anything to raise money for Aiden's defense. Because this is the thing. It blows my mind that people are just so concerned about Aiden and his attitude and his demeanor towards other people. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Aiden went to jail for 2 fucking months and he's still fighting charges, trumped up bullshit charges. Regardless of his attitude, regardless of his demeanor, regardless of his behavior, these things are not, those things don't cancel out the fact that Aiden Carney is being wrongfully charged and being railroaded by a corrupt system. That hasn't changed. Like, if you can't differentiate that, we're not the same. We're just not. And that's the thing is, and I like Aiden. I would go so far as to call him a friend at this point, frankly. But I'm not going to, like, even if that weren't the case, because the truth is that wasn't always the case. That wasn't always the case. I always, no matter what, just focused on what was happening to him. That's all I ever focused on. If you lost focus of that and became focused on, oh, well, look at the way that he's speaking here and look at the things that look at the way he's saying these things. Look at how abrasive he is. And you can't get past that to acknowledge the fact that he's being railroaded. He's standing up to a corrupt system. If you can't look past these things and see that, we're not the same. We're never going to be the same. Tomorrow or fucking 2 seconds from now, Aiden could be like, fuck the glare. I don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker. He's a piece of shit and I don't want nothing to do with him. Blah, blah, blah. That's not going to change my opinion about what's happening to him. That's not going to change my opinion about what's happening to Karen Reed. Like, I don't understand. And every single time, it's always some shit about, oh, well, Karen didn't, you know, Karen didn't send me an emoji, or you know, Karen, you know, doesn't answer my texts anymore, or blah 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 blah. And now all of a sudden she's guilty because she doesn't answer your texts. Is that what you're telling me? She's guilty because she doesn't answer your texts. That's what you're telling me, pretty much, right? You know, she doesn't deserve your support. You know, we're all Karen Reed until Karen Reed stops texting me. That shit's very funny to me. Oh, there's Gregor Smith, man. Thank you for the Amazon gift card, man. I got it. Thank you so much, man. That meant the world to me. I appreciate it. I'll always appreciate you, Will, for reading through charges one by one when it first happened. No one would even touch it, and you saw through the BS. I didn't see through the BS until I went through them. But I kind of did. I smelled the BS. I smelled bullshit. Or else I wouldn't have gone over each one of them the way that I did, you know. But I definitely, like, I smelled the bullshit. I was like, wait a minute, something, let's go over this and let's see what happens here. See, I don't want to hear that shit, Kim Robinson. I don't care about that. Jeno dumbass manipulated everyone and she won't change. She will. Why are you, who cares? Why are you taking it so personally? Like, I understand Aiden taking it personally, but I don't understand why any of you are taking it personally. That's my hang up. Why are any of you taking it personally? That's what I don't get. You know, and I'm sorry to call you out, Kim Robinson, but the fact is if you drop a comment in my chat, you're going to be subject to it being addressed. You know, I mean, you're subject to it being addressed or ignored. But I mean, I'm trying to, like, if you're so worried about this, then you're losing focus on what actually matters. You know? Like, I mean, and that's the thing is and don't get me wrong, like, Jen O'Donnell, she by going as public as she did, she made herself subject to this kind of criticism. Don't get me wrong. But if you're, it doesn't mean that you're not focused on the wrong things if you're so focused on it. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? Don't get offended, Kim Robinson. Don't get offended. But I mean, the bottom line is it's the truth. You're here and you're blasting these things about Jen O'Donnell. And of course, again, by her going as public as she did, she made herself subject to this criticism. Sure. She did. But that doesn't mean that you're not focused on the wrong things by blasting all your personal feelings about something that has nothing to do with you in my chat, you know? Like, yeah, like, and I feel that way too, man. You know, I feel that way too, because I feel like regardless of what her reasons for doing them were, regardless of what her motivation was, she still fucking shook things up in those select board meetings. That's not to be overlooked, in my opinion. She still shook things up, you know? A lot of people do shit for selfish reasons, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have an impact. Thank you, Chad Kosakowski. Do you have a P.O. box, Mr. Will? Chewy for Clubber? No, I don't have a P.O. box. But I do appreciate the thought. Thank you. Right. And I get it. And she was inspiring. And then, you know, and I get that inspiration could be ruined once she started showing what she was capable of, and I get that. I get all that. I could see people being disappointed. I get that too. I'm just saying that, you know, in my opinion, when you look at, you take yourself out of the equation, right? Take yourself out of that equation. Take how you were affected out of that equation and just focus on how that may have impacted the select board meetings that she consistently went to, that she consistently spoke at. You know, those things are not, in my opinion, to be overlooked. I won't overlook them. You have the right to overlook them if you want. I choose not to, is all I'm saying. Like, it's just you're in my opinion, you're cheating yourself out of the real substance of what you can get out of all of this. You're cheating yourself out of the real substance of what you can get out of this when you're focused on the things that happen in Turtle Boy's personal life. You know what I mean? Like all you're doing really is you're perpetuating the only thing that the trolls get to say. Like, what do the trolls focus on? The trolls focus on Aiden's personal shit, right? Isn't that what they do? The trolls focus on this shit. They blast it all over Twitter. This Gaffney dickhead that we just watched, that's what he's focused on. So if you're focused on the same thing, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? So you're cheating yourself, you know, like I would prefer to, I get way more out of what I'm hearing Turtle Boy do here than hearing how people feel about who he dated and who he broke up with and then started dating, or any fucking dumb bullshit like that. Like that has nothing to do with anything that he's saying here. What matters is what is being said and the work that he's put into everything.
He wakes up every day and focuses not only on her freedom, but in exposing this corrupt institution, and work with the federal government that they are going to take these people down. That's when it's really done.
Now, here, real quick, make sure, guys, stop what you're doing. If you have not done this already, make sure to give the video that I'm playing a like. It is the great Microdots, the great and brilliant Microdots. And make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to Microdots if you're not subscribed to him already. Do yourself a favor and sub to Microdots.
There will never, ever be justice for John O'Keefe without justice for Karen Reed first. Those two things go hand in hand.
That is 100% a fact. You cannot get justice since Karen Reed is factually innocent of this crime. You cannot get justice for Boston police officer John O'Keefe until there is justice for Karen Reed. And that's nobody's fault but the corrupt cops that framed her, the McAlberts who covered up, and whoever is responsible for John O'Keefe's death, actually, and the McAlberts who covered it up, the cops who covered it up, and the DA and the ADAs who, and the fucking hired mob goon that they brought on to prosecute her. Those are the people that are responsible for the lack of justice for John O'Keefe. Nobody else. Not Karen Reed fighting these charges, because if she's innocent of this crime, well then if she goes to jail for it, that's not justice, is it?
And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So thank you guys, everybody, for being here, and thank you for the retailing. Fight on! We love you, Fat Dingle. Let's give it up for Critical, guys. Because let's be real, if it wasn't for him, none of us would be here today, myself included.
Your pulse in races with mine, and I swear we can take the world.
I'm so gonna get dinged for this. But it's all right. It's worth it. Micronauts has awesome taste in music too. No, a ding isn't a strike. I won't get a strike. But I won't be eligible for ads. Is fine. Because I don't really give a shit about ad revenue. Not really. Like, if I could get ad revenue, then great. But if not, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I saw something. This is going to be a little off the subject. This is going to be a little off the subject. Before I start taking calls, I'm going to go over. So I'm going to discuss something here. Because I've had some time to try to understand something a little bit better. And
oh, here we go. Yeah.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Too blessed to be stressed. Oh, I love that handle. That's great. That's a great handle. You're saying Hank Brennan, knowing his client Whitey Bulger was guilty, used the trial to expose the corruption of the Boston police at the time. How does he not see the corruption with these police department now? Well, first of all, and that's fair, but first of all, it's not the Boston police that is being scrutinized here for corruption in this case. I'm not saying there's not corruption in the Boston Police Department. I'm sure there's corruption in a lot of police departments. But that's the corruption in the Boston Police Department is not what's in question here. It's the Canton Police Department, but most importantly, the Massachusetts State Police, as far as police corruption goes. Now, you're saying, how does Hank Brennan not see the corruption with the Massachusetts State Police or the Canton Police Department in this case? Fair enough. But here's the thing: is he does see it. That's you're saying No, you're saying now. Yeah, well, you said now. Look, I'm reading it. Don't yell at me. I'm saying you're at the end of the thing. It says, how does he not see now? So to answer your question, he does see it. I'm sure he sees it. He just doesn't care. He's a fucking shyster lawyer, dude. Like he sees it, doesn't care. Why he would take this job for peanuts, basically, is the big mystery, and it leaves us all open to a lot of speculation. Okay, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Too blessed to be stressed. I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is that it doesn't matter if he sees it or doesn't see it. He's a hired gun. Like he's a hired goon, actually. He's a hired goon. It doesn't matter if he sees the corruption or not. He's hired to do a job, and his job is to discredit the theory that Karen Reed was framed. That's what he was brought on to do. He was basically brought on. That is part of the reason he was brought on. He's a defense attorney who was brought on as a special prosecutor to prosecute an unwinnable case where there's absolutely no evidence against the defendant. So he's basically there as a defense attorney, which is very telling. And this is what makes me think Bev is dirty, is because Bev sees this shit. She knows. Like, because one would think, oh, why does the judge not see right through this shit? Well, she does. She has to. She has to see through this shit. She hasn't made one decision in the interest of justice yet. Not one decision in the last 3 years has Judge Beverly Cannoni made in the interest of justice. And that is why I feel absolutely comfortable calling her corrupt. Because if her job is to make decisions in the interest of justice and she fails to do so, well, then her job is corrupted, is it not? Her position is corrupted. That makes her corrupt. Simple. Like I'm done being gaslit, and because I used to sit here and I couldn't wrap my head around how could this be so blatantly dirty. I couldn't wrap my head around it before. Now I just accept it. Now I'm just like, this is fucking dirty. The whole court system there is dirty, and the Reeds are victims of it. Simple. I mean, that's just what it boils down to. Yeah, Scott knows all that shit from way back. All that shit from way back. Now, this is a little off the subject. This is what I was going to get into. I came across this video and then it got me thinking, since we're just talking about whatever right now. Now, we'll get back into the Karen Reed stuff soon in just a second. This is, like I said, off the subject. And then hold on. Too blessed to be stressed. Thank you so much. Did you see LTL Brian impersonating Hank when he said he sounds like Hannibal Lecter when he talks? I did not see that. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. I'll keep my eye out for it. I came across this video. Now, I used to talk about this dude on here, he's a famous country rapper. goes by the name of Ryan Upchurch. Okay. And I always called him Ryan Cuckchurch. I always called him Cuckchurch because he involved himself in a case that I was covering a while back, and he just went totally fucking off the rails, seemingly totally off the rails. And I always wondered, I was like, is he like just trolling, or what the fuck is the deal with this guy? Because you have to be an absolute piece of shit to say the things that he was saying at the time, right? Now, I came across this video today because apparently there's some other shit that I don't really care about going on with him. Apparently, he exposed Jelly Roll about something. I don't even know what it was or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit. I don't listen to Jelly Roll. I don't give a shit about any of that. But I came across this video, and this is Nicole Arbor, who I don't know who she is, but apparently she's famous. And then she said this about Ryan Upchurch. And this is Jelly Roll's wife. Okay. This is Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny XO. And she has a podcast. And this is what Nicole Arbor was saying about Ryan Upchurch in this thing. Okay.
Can I tell you a crazy story?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you're getting an exclusive on this.
Okay,
All
awesome.
right. So a couple weeks ago, we were doing some music together. We still are. And we've known each other for like 6 years now. We were introduced through mutual Facebook people because we were both doing the comedy video. Nashville, my second night in and this is kind of crazy, but my second night in Nashville, I was going out with some friends and he was going to come meet up with us. And I had one drink. I started feeling something's not okay.
Oh no.
I got drugged. I didn't drink that night. I didn't smoke. There was nothing in my system. And we were going to a studio after, and I'm sitting in there, and then like the blackness started to roll in.
No.
And I was like, oh, fuck, I know this feeling because I've been roofied 6 times now. I'm a collector. So here comes the Ryan Upchurch part. The dude could have just left me because I seemed like I was just drunk.
Okay, so I mean, 6 fucking times, dude. Like, how bad is that, dude? Like, I don't go out anymore. But and remember, I played around with the idea that. You guys remember at the fundraiser thing, I got really drunk, right? And I blacked out. I don't remember the LV cops making sure that I got back to my hotel room safely. Now, we stayed at the same hotel, and so they were nice enough to make sure that I got back to my room safe. I don't have any recollection of this, but big thank you to them. I'm always going to thank them for that because that was really, really nice of them to do that. And I played with the idea because I was like, I didn't drink that much. What the fuck? And I played with the idea that I might have gotten drugged for a second there. And it turned out that I didn't. What happened was that Betero was fucking hammered, and Betero saw me drinking beer. Somebody brought this to my attention recently, and Betero saw me drinking beer, and Betero called me a pussy for drinking beer, and my drunk ass was like, and now that somebody mentioned it, I remember it. You know, I was like, oh shit, that totally happened. You ever have that moment where you're just like, I don't fucking understand. And then somebody goes, no, Betero fucking called you a pussy because you were drinking beer. You remember that? And then I was like, what? No, that totally fucking happened. And then I started drinking fucking Woodford with Betero, and I totally fucking blacked out. That totally happened. Now that's not Betero's fault. I'm not putting the blame on Betero. I'm putting the blame on myself because I was drunk and I, like felt, Betero, being of the stature that he is, probably had something to do with it. Fucking looking up at me like this, talking about, are you drinking beer? Fucking pussy. I was like, oh yeah, I could drink whiskey. I'll drink whiskey. I'll show you. And then I fucking started drinking whiskey like a fucking douche. Yeah, there it is. Busy's like, I was a witness. I'm a witness. I saw that shit. And so, sure enough, this shit fucking happened. And and then sure enough, it's totally what happened. Like, I totally couldn't fucking place. And then somebody fucking told me about it. I was like, totally happened. Fuck. And yeah, so yeah, that's my manhood got challenged, and then I started drinking whiskey, and that's why I blacked out, not because someone fucking roofied me. That's exactly what I'm going for. You're sober now. Good for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Keep going, man. That's awesome. Good for you. So, but yeah, I mean, is that a thing? Like 6 times? Like, I feel like she's got to like find a better circle of friends. But anyway. So here she is saying that Ryan Upchurch comes in. She had 6 times, 6 different occasions where she was roofied. Okay.
Drunk.
Right.
And I was there. Here comes the Ryan Upchurch part. The dude could have just left me because I seemed like I was just drunk.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just going to get an Uber. He's like, no, the fuck you're not.
Yeah.
I start throwing up all over his car. He not only wouldn't leave me, he went into like crazy protector mode, took me to the hospital in the outskirts, not in the main hospital. Because he's like, people might think you're ODing or something and see you.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's funny to me is because people might see him online and think he's an asshole because of his rants. Some people do. Some people are like, yeah, whatever, outlaw, asshole, whatever.
Yeah.
But in real life, he's super nice.
Yeah.
And then other celebrities act like they're really nice.
Yeah.
But in real life, they're pieces of shit.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he totally saved me. Like, literally saved. That's a testament to who that person is.
See, that's cool, man. I mean, like, and that made me think, you know, I feel like and made me wonder, like, was Ryan Upchurch just like being a dick now? And it made me try to really empathize with him and try to understand where he was coming from. Because I reviewed this guy fucking endlessly. I reviewed this guy's shit. Every time he came out with a video, I would go over it and laugh and make fun of it. But that tells me something about him, you know? Because I don't think that she would admit to like throwing up all over his fucking car. You know what I mean? And like, that's embarrassing. You know, I don't think that she would admit to all that. Cray, thank you so much. That Krusty lawyer is such a jabroni. Is Krusty Panties holding his kids hostage or something? I don't. Nah, he's just an idiot. Thank you, Cray. So, you know, and it got me thinking, and I started to like really look back on the videos that he was making, and they're totally out there. I stand by how little bit of sense they made. But I think what was going on there was, I think he was just trying to troll the true crime community at the time. And I don't blame him for that. Honestly, the true crime community, what it's become, and I don't consider this community to be part of the true crime community. If some of you guys dabble in the true crime community, you'll listen to some true crime creators. I'm sure many of you do. And you know the difference between the free care and read. The free care and read community is very, very different from the actual true crime community. Right. And I in everything that this dude was saying about the true crime community is not wrong. The problem is that the reason why I took exception to the things that he was doing was because it fell under the same category as everything else that I did. Because I was part of the true crime community, but I was constantly challenging the true crime community. I was constantly criticizing the true crime community, And you know, he said things like Kylie Rodney wasn't real. He said things that Kylie Rodney wasn't real, never died. And, you know, this was at the expense of a young girl who lost her life tragically by accident, but her family is nevertheless suffering, mourning the loss, grieving. And this is the thing that I've always had an issue with is the true crime community failing to acknowledge the people involved in these cases as real people who are going through probably the most horrific thing that a family could go through. And the lack of empathy for these victims and their families was something that I always got annoyed with the true crime community about. I couldn't stand it. It drove me crazy. And Upchurch trolling the true crime community, he threw Kylie Rodney and her memory in there as a casualty. And that's something that I'm always going to criticize him for. But after seeing that video, it got me thinking, and then I started to understand what he was doing a little bit more. Again, I think it was wrong, but I get it. It's just his way. He just he's not a true crime guy. He's a guy who he's involved in music, and there's beefs and drama that go on within the music thing that he's doing. And then he started fucking with the true crime thing, and he saw himself as somebody valuable, adding his 2 cents in, because people would be like, oh, he's putting her name out there and he's helping and blah, blah, blah. He's like, not if he's saying she's not real. That's not cool. But I'm understanding him a little bit better. And he's at least not fucking with true crime anymore, and that's a good thing. But I don't believe that Ryan Upchurch is a bad person. That's the point of me bringing this up. I don't believe him to be a bad person. I think he just kind of lumped up the whole true crime genre and decided to troll the true crime community the way that he did, and just didn't think about how it could be affecting Kylie Rodney's family. And they're suing him over it, you know, and it is what it is. We're all accountable for our words, and whether he wins, loses, whatever. But then there's Ickadmel who's suing him, and I hope he beats Ickadmel, just because I think Ickadmel sucks. He's a fucking twat. But yeah, I don't think that Ryan Upchurch is a bad person. I think that he's somebody who has been I think that he's just somebody who just generally trolled and just didn't think about everyone who his troll might have affected. That's what I think. But I don't think he's a bad person. And I don't think he even needs help. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Like, listen, you don't get to be a guy who has 3 million followers and completely and totally independent musically, and be a complete independent success musically by being an idiot and being a total fucking crazy moron who's unhinged. That doesn't happen. You could put that facade out there and capitalize on it, but nevertheless, you're still capitalizing off of it, and it's still a shtick. It's an act. So, you know, yeah. So if I ever said that I thought Ryan Upchurch was a bad guy or a piece of shit, I take that back. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he's somebody who didn't think his actions all the way through, or just didn't really care as far as how that affected his the families of these victims. But hopefully, he learned from it and would not do that again. And Clara, wasn't he going through a lot of stuff at the time? Doesn't excuse it whatsoever. Just he's like, yeah, that too. Right, not an excuse, but yeah, his mom was fucking ripping him off, and his brother was ripping him off, and I mean, imagine being somebody who's completely and totally self-made and independent, and then everyone around you wants a piece of you, and you are already generous as fuck with everybody around you. You see your success as a blessing, and you want to share those blessings with everyone that you love, and then those people take advantage of you because it's not enough. I can imagine being pissed off about that. I can absolutely empathize with him for being pissed off about that. You know, so yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he just made some bad decisions. And that's it. Let me do this real quick before I open phone lines. Because they never do this, and I need to do this more often. I got some Cash Apps and stuff. Calamity Jade sent the Cash App. Thank you so much for that. For Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you so much. Stephanie sent for Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And let's see. Right. Let's check the Venmos real quick. Cheryl says Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. And Beverly says Merry Christmas to you and your furry family. Love you, Will. Not in a weird way. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Let me all right. Give me just 1 second here, guys. All right, folks, the phone lines are now open. If anybody wants to call in. And I see my man Grandmaster Sid Sophos is in the chat. It's good to see you. Burden of Proof's in the chat. Good to see you too. No, I agree with you, Burden of Proof. That is wrong. I'm just saying that I'm saying just because his actions at the time were bad, I don't think that overall makes him a bad person. I think he just made bad decisions. Is all I'm saying. But I agree with you. It was not okay to do that.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, this is Dana. Am I the first person you got tonight?
You are.
No way. Oh, I kind of felt like Dana was going to get that spot, so I kind of feel bad.
Well,
but
no, Dana got that spot.
I know. Okay, I'll take it. I will keep it short and sweet. I just want to say I appreciate that you are, well, first of all, I think you are so funny. I live a little bit outside of Nashville, a little south of Nashville, so I'm from Tennessee. So
I recognize the area code. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it showed up. Oh, I should have Higgins'd it. I should have unknowned it. Dang it. Dang it.
Dang it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I should have unknowned it. I should have decorated dudes it, but I didn't. But I just want to say, I genuinely will. I know that you came into going into covering the Karen Reed case, and you were like a little bit on the line, and you need a little bit more information. And Will, I am so super, super glad that you looked at all the information and that you are free Karen Reed side, because I'm telling you, you are so entertaining to me. I laugh so much during your ability to push the you're a cunt. I don't know. All your little buttons that you push are so right on, and I love it. And you bring comic relief.
It's funny how people still don't get it though. I love that shit. People continue to fucking send me messages and leave comments I really enjoy your channel, but do you have to use the C word? Do you have to cuss?
Those aren't your cutting people.
They're not.
They're not your motherfucking cutting people.
Yeah,
That's
go
okay.
fuck
Let them go to exactly. Let them. There's the other lie. But let me just say this to you. I appreciate that you with Upchurch that you have. I have little rope for Ikamel. Little he has gone after you. I have seen actual YouTube on my feeds that have been about you trying to, I don't even click them because they're so lame and they have 42 views and I'm like, ugh. And it's a year old of Will the Glare exposed. There's 42
and I get
views
excited, man. I wish they'd get more views. I get excited every time I see a video where somebody made about me. I'm like, oh.
Will, my time is valuable. I'm not gonna watch some dumbass shit. Let it be. No, I trust that it's so lame. But I'm just gonna say this. I appreciate that you have an open mind, because I do think that sometimes, I will be honest, I get a little bit and I get sometimes embarrassed, but everybody has these you good?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you're coughing. You need Kleber to give you a Heimlich. But I think that sometimes we get in these conspiracy theory modes where, not that I think it's okay, because I know that Kylie Rodney's family, Upchurch went a little bit far, but I appreciate that you have grace for him, because I think sometimes we watch these cases with
it's the holidays, man.
Locally.
I
appreciate that. So I just want to tell you, I think that is really awesome of you. And Will, you are such an asset to this community. You are truly amazing. And I will not keep any more time, but thank you for being you. You're amazing in every single way. Don't ever change. Don't ever, that feedback about not saying cunt, don't take it. That's okay. It's a wonderful word. It's a beautiful word.
I agree.
Even in the holidays.
100%.
Boy, cunt.
So thank you for being you. I will not keep you anymore because I guarantee you there's better people behind me, but thank you. I just wanted to get online and tell you, just like, you're amazing, Will. Thank you for being you.
Thank you, Dana. You're amazing. Appreciate you, Dana.
Back at you. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. That was really sweet.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, this is Rodney from South Boston.
Oh, really? It's Ronnie from South Boston. Don't you mean Southie?
Yeah. No. We don't say that. We say South Boston.
Okay.
I just want to say I appreciate what you do as the Glare. You know, you're up there smoking your diva, you know, drinking your coffee and whatnot. But you know, if you could just use the C word a little less, I'd really appreciate it.
I don't know what the cunt you're talking about.
I don't know what in the cunt I'm talking about either. Do you have TikTok, Will?
Yeah, but I never post on it. Like almost never. I have like 3 videos on there. Like I
Oh my God.
didn't even really put any effort into.
If you have the opportunity, my daughter posted a video and tagged you in it. She's dressed up as Proctor doing Estee's Karen Reed dance.
Okay.
And it's the funniest thing ever. She has a bald cap on and everything.
Right on.
It's worth it. It's worth the watch.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to. I already opened the phone lines though, but I was supposed to go over Estee's post, but I didn't. I'll go over it next time, maybe if I can remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already opened the phone line, so we're not going to get to that today.
Yeah.
But no, thank you. I'll look into it. I get notifications sometimes that are like, somebody mentioned you in a TikTok post or whatever, and I'm like, okay, but I never go on TikTok.
Well, this is your reminder to go take a peek.
All right. What's up, Oblivious Benson?
Please take your hat off.
No. No.
You're so much more intimidating without the hat.
No.
All right. Boink, boink, Will.
All right. Bye.
Get
the fuck out.
Okay. Next caller. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Will. It's Crazy Brazilian Lady.
Crazy Brazilian Lady. How are you, Crazy Brazilian Lady?
Oh, she's good. Do you know, I don't know what, Gaffney, the guy that made the video, is that his last name?
Who?
That you posted tonight? Whatever, the guy that pretends he's a lawyer.
Oh, yeah. That dickhead. What about him?
So, you know, I'm watching that video, and we all know that he's sitting behind the desk in his underwear, like, we have all the tracked. Hold on. Don't laugh. Hold on. I need to finish my thoughts here. Has all that tractor. So his underwear has all that tractor, trailer, marks, and coming out all his mouth is only piece of shit, like only shit.
You know what you're talking about. It's
So
funny
he's
though.
full of shit. He's a full of shit. He's
He is a full of shit. Yeah.
underwear.
He is a full of shit. Yes. 100%.
No, he's just only sitting behind the desk on his underwear. I know he is.
Yeah. Probably. He's probably sitting there fucking thong.
I hope you have a great Christmas, Will.
You too,
And
Crazy
I'm so
Brazilian
happy-
Lady.
Thank you. I'm so glad that tonight you're in a better mood. The last life you had, it was like my heart broke. It was sad, and we can't totally.
The shit gets a little fucking stressful, man. Like, you know, when you think about like And you know what cheered me up ultimately is like you get this because so many people are talking about these things. You get this idea that like the support for Karen Reed is like diminishing, and there's like this split now, and and really there's not. there's like a handful of people where Karen Reed still has a massive support system. I mean, look at all the people just here in my chat alone. Look at all the people in Turtle Boys. I mean, I have literally like a quarter of the people in my chat that Turtle Boy has in his chats. You know what I mean? These are all Karen Reed supporters.
I know, but I'm so glad that you have on a better mood tonight, and you are happy, and you're in a happy place, and that's what it's all about. We don't need to get between Turtle Boy and whatever.
We don't. Yeah, we don't need to do
We
that.
don't need the gringo fights. I'm not gonna get between. I don't know who's the wrong, who's the right.
The gringo fights. Yeah, we don't need all that shit.
Yes. No, we don't. But I hope you have a good Christmas.
You too.
And enjoy your family and keeping having us have a good laugh as always.
Oh, I'm glad you
thank you
enjoy
very
it.
much.
Thank you so much.
I
Tracy
do.
Brazilian lady.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She's awesome.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
It's Jean from Dorchester.
Jean from Dorchester. What's up, Jean from Dorchester? It's good to hear
How
from
are
you
you, Will?
again.
I just wanted to say I'm calling because last time I called in, I was like, dude, a week before Christmas, the feds are coming.
The feds are coming now. I don't think we're going to see the feds for a minute. But
So I just want to say you won the bet. So
yeah.
What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas?
I've got everything I could
still-
ever want for Christmas.
I still think they're coming though. I really
I mean,
do.
I do too, just not yet,
I don't know. Every day, it's like if you watch the news here, they're going after somebody. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
definitely saving the biggest for last. But this is my.
Well, that's the
this
thing
my
is there's
one-
a shit ton. Like I'm telling you, the longer it takes, the more I have faith that
Yeah.
there's going to be more indictments. The longer it takes, the more I
Mhm.
think that there's more indictments than just like a couple. You know what I mean? There's gonna be
Yeah.
a shit ton. Like I truly believe that they're letting this trial go through what it's going through so that anybody who's accountable, who's dirty in this trial is going to get fucking indicted. They're collecting evidence.
Right.
You can't collect, like, let's say that they're waiting to indict Auntie Bev, right? Let's say that's the case.
Mhm.
They gotta let
let's
her,
hope.
they gotta let her keep going to collect enough
Yeah.
evidence on her. You know what I mean?
They do.
They gotta let
They're
her
catching
operate.
people in lie after lie after lie.
Right.
They keep catching people in, and it's cool because they think they're getting away with it. You know what I mean? So they run their mouth and they say stupid shit, and it just all piles up. I 100% agree with you with that. I really do. And the whole Auntie Bev thing, like, it's just crazy how much she freaking. And the funny thing is, she doesn't even hide it. She doesn't even hide it.
She doesn't.
She hates these people.
Right.
She hates them, and she doesn't
hates
care.
Karen Reed, dude, and she hates Alan Jackson so much.
She hates Alan Jackson so much. It's
What's
sick.
funny is that
It
it's
really is
it's
sick.
part of the entertainment of watching the trial, though. You know what I mean? Like, as much as it sucks that she's going through what she's going through, at least it's entertaining to see like Auntie Bev just be such an asshole and implicate herself more and more and more,
And you know what I think she's going to do? You know how, like, she's saying to all the motions, she's kind of siding with the defense and stuff, certain things, and not allowing the phones from Mr. and Mrs. Reed. She's doing all that because when it comes
how
to
could she
Morrissey's phone,
possibly allow those? Like, there's no precedent
because
for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's
but she
would
did that.
get she would get fucking dragged through the mud for allowing Bill Reed's privacy to get invaded. Like that.
But you know what?
Everything Brennan is doing is
she
insane.
would have. I think she would have if they weren't going after Morrissey's email.
If this wasn't such a public case, she would have. I think so.
She's gonna deny Morrissey's emails and shit. She's gonna deny it. But that's why she's
probably.
That's why she's saying no to this, you know, sticking up for. That's why she's doing it. So then it won't look like she's biased if she says yeah to one and no to the other. You know what I mean?
But Morrissey's emails are gonna come out in Turtle Boy's case, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean,
hopefully.
I hope, because this Judge Krupp is a goddamn ball breaker, dude. This guy sucks.
Yeah, you know, they all suck.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, nobody has a chance going to court and courts around here. They really don't. It's set up for failure for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this Judge Walsh is all right. He seems all right, you know?
Dude, listen, let me tell you something real quick. I know you got other people, but this is important. So I don't know if you know about the Clancy case, the mother who killed all 3 of her children in Duxbury in Massachusetts. And
No.
She claimed that she had.
When did this happen?
All right, so like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Lindsay Clancy is her name, and she said that she had post-traumatic stress. Not post. What's that shit after you have a baby? I never had it.
Postpartum depression.
Yeah, that. She said she had that. She killed all 3 of her kids and then jumped out the window. Okay. She's paralyzed from her waist down.
Right.
All right. So
I heard about
been
this.
in the hospital.
I'm very loosely familiar. I just heard about the case. I don't know the details about it.
Her husband's sticking by her side. Good for him, whatever. But what my point is that she's in the hospital, and she's been in the hospital since this happened. Okay.
Right.
And now they just came out today and they said they postponed her trial until December 2024. All right. What the fuck is going on with these courts? All right. Whatever. She killed 3 of her kids.
Yeah.
Like, enough of the bullshit. Why are you postponing it?
The thing
is a rape girl from Duxbury. Listen, if this happened to a black woman where I'm from, she would have already been in fucking prison. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. No ifs, ands, buts. This court system here, it's because they have tons of money. And thank God what happened to Karen and not to someone who didn't have money. This could just be a big grift. Like, again, this trial is costing the taxpayer $1.5 million estimated. And you know what's going to happen when the feds come in? The reason why the state, the judges, the governor, the mayor of this city, the reason why they are doing this and nobody gives a fuck and they want to see her found guilty is because when all this shit comes out, Massachusetts is going to owe Karen and Turtle Boy millions of dollars.
And not just that, just Massachusetts, Like, I mean, I don't know what Karen Reed plans to do after she's exonerated. I don't know what Turtle Boy plans to do after he's exonerated. You know, and whatever they choose to do is their right to do. They could just decide, hey, you know what? I want quiet. I want peace and quiet, and I wouldn't hold it against them for a second. But they absolutely, there's a lot of people out there that are, in my opinion, subject to litigation. A lot of people.
Yeah. And when the cops are involved and you start going after them and proving this was all a setup from day one, and what they did to Turtle was completely disgusting, siding with someone who, you know, a known victim, says she's a victim 50 million times. And that's another thing that's wrong with these bitches out there, all right? They put these dudes in prison all the time for domestic violence. I'm not saying it don't happen.
Right.
But the ones who lie about it should be in jail. They shouldn't get away with it.
Oh, for sure.
They should not.
Yeah.
They should be in jail.
Lindsay Gattani should be doing time. Lindsay Gattani should be doing time, in my opinion.
Should be, yes,
she
absolutely.
weaponizes the law.
The system. Yep.
No, in order to abuse her significant others that don't go
Yeah.
the way that she wants them to go.
Oh yeah. Any woman that cries rape on a man or cries that they're hit and then they're proven to be lying pigs like they are, they should be in jail. They should 100% be in jail. But no, the world.
No, I'm not saying she should be locked up and throw away the key and she should never get out. That's not what I'm saying.
I do. If you blame a man for rape, please.
Well,
and
I mean,
that.
it's not a perfect world. If we're going to sit here and talk about how the justice system, and we have faith in the justice system, we have to let the punishment fit the crime. I think that she should do some time, most definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't. I
and
mean,
she should get her ass beat. You know, once in a while, a good ass beating never hurt no one. You know?
I mean, see, I've said that shit so many times. I think an ass whooping. Everybody should get an ass whooping from time to time. It's good for you.
Yep.
It's smarts. That's why they say it's. That's why they say it. Like when like old school people, when they say instead of saying that hurts, they say it's smarts. Like because it fucking
it does.
Yeah, it fucking snaps you the fuck out of your stupidity for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you think twice, you know, about doing something. There's always someone out there stronger. My father used to say that.
Right. Like,
my father used to say, there's always someone out there that'll beat your ass. And my father also taught me, don't ever...
A good ass whooping is healthy, dude, because let me tell you something. The world is going to do a lot worse to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a good ass whooping prepares you for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. My father always taught me, too, don't ever put your hands on a man unless you're prepared to get your ass kicked. So I never did. Wise man.
I mean, you know, one could argue that you don't, you know,
you don't ever hit a woman.
My point is,
you
like,
know what?
you don't get to call yourself a
feminist...
victim. I'm not saying nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Nobody should ever be putting their hands on anybody. But
the hashtag #MeToo movement ruined the world. All right, so if you want to act like a man, you want to put your hands on your man, you should be treated like a man.
I'm saying you don't. I'm saying you don't get to call yourself a victim if you
don't.
If you hit somebody and then they hit you back and then they come out on top. You know what I mean? And they're bigger than you or stronger than you, whether it be a man or a woman or what the fuck ever. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. But if you don't get to call yourself a victim if you sat there, like, think about it. Like if I'm in the fucking woods, right? Say I'm in the woods and I got a stick and I see a bear sleeping and I'm sitting there going, fuck you, bear. Fuck you, bear. And then that bear wakes up and goes, and then fucking DiCaprio revenants me, you know, and practically fucks me in the ass. Then they're
gonna go shoot the poor bear.
Well, right, no, and then I get up and I go, oh, I was a victim of a bear attack, and we need to do something about these bears in the woods. No, you don't.
I know.
No, you don't. You just need to leave the fucking bears alone, dude. Like,
right. I don't know. But I just can't wait till this to be all over. When you were saying the other night, when you were like, are we all going crazy over this case? Yeah, because we all need it done and over with. And we just need, you know, justice to finally hurry the fuck up.
I mean, it's a slow process, man. Dude,
it is. It's slow, dude.
When you're trying to, people need to keep into consideration. They need to maintain this consideration that you know, if you're going after somebody like Michael Morrissey, right? He's the Norfolk County DA, right? And they're looking to catch him in corruption. They have to go over every case that he's ever been in charge of. That takes time,
right?
You know, in order to build an airtight case, they have to go over everything that he's ever done. You know,
right?
It's going to take time.
Right. I know. I get it. We'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully 2025 is a better year, right?
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean,
All
Yeah.
right, I'll let you take other calls. I hear you beeping away, so I don't
All
want
right.
to hold you up too long.
Gene from
Merry
Dorchester.
Christmas.
You too. Merry
Have a
Christmas.
great holiday. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, Gene from Dorchester.
Call from
Sheila.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Will.
Yes.
This is Sheila from Texas.
Hi, Sheila from Texas.
I just wanted to call and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you
And-
too.
And Clover,
Yeah, clever.
he's my new boyfriend.
Oh my goodness, Jesus.
I can so see him sitting in a chair beside you.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, maybe one day I'll get something set up like that. I don't know. Probably not.
He is so cute.
Yeah, that he is.
Anyway,
That he is.
I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I just so enjoy your shows. You make me laugh.
Right on.
I mean, you're just a strong human being,
Well, thank you, Sheila. That's very sweet.
and I like the way you think. You know,
Okay. Thank you.
everybody should listen to what they say and not worry about what other people say.
Yeah, no,
Just like-
I do. I focus on nice people like you, Sheila, who and I focus on being grateful for nice folks like you.
Yeah, just like Aiden. I know he's a friend of yours, but what between him and Jen is their problem,
Right. Yeah.
not anybody else's problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is people got to understand, like everybody wants to shit all over Aiden for how he is with people. And, wow, he didn't have to be so rude to that person. He didn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do this. Dude, this guy has people coming at him from all directions all the time. All the time. Like, and I'm not about to judge the guy for how he handles it. Sorry.
Right. And
go fuck yourself if you have a problem with how I look at how he handles these things. You know?
Right. And the last time I heard, a journalist doesn't always have a bunch of friends.
Right.
Because they tell the truth.
Right.
And you either like it or you get off the wagon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got that off my chest.
Right on.
And I'm glad I finally got to talk to you. I called in 21 times and you finally answered.
Oh, right on.
That was exciting. But anyway, I hope you and your fur babies have a good Christmas. And I will talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
She was sweet. She was very sweet. Yeah, right? I'd be suing fucking everyone, dude. Everybody. Danny Thomas said, good caller. Good caller. I mean, I hate to put it that way because I don't really feel like that, like, fuck your feelings, but I do kind of like, if it comes down to like your feelings and my freedom to say whatever the fuck I want, yeah, fuck your feelings, you know? It's like, seriously, fuck your feelings. Because I'm speaking generally here. I'm not, I'm not targeting anybody here. I'm just, like, yeah, if it comes down to my right to say whatever the fuck I want and how you feel about it, fuck how you feel about it.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
No way. Is this fucking Clara?
Yes, it is. No way. How are you?
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my God, I want Hannibal and Sleuth back.
Hannibal and Sleuth, Hannibal and Monty.
Hannibal, yeah, but he's Sleuth. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's
when he was
right.
looking at the Kieran case.
Yes, good point. Yeah, because I was like, why the fuck do people keep saying that? Okay, got it. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh my God, because I laughed my ass off, and you have no idea. The timing was so amazing. Between the stress of the Karen Reed, the Turtle Boy, I just put my cat down, my first animal ever. And you guys made me laugh so hard. It was amazing. And it took me away from all the sadness I was going through. And I love you.
I love that. That's
you guys
that's the most I
were,
could hope to do here, honestly. Like, because I'm not Melanie Little, man. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and give you guys like real insight on the legal aspects of all this shit. Like, I can understand it no better than most of you guys, and give my opinions on what I do understand about it. You know, and
you are amazing. I am a Rainham Middleborough standout.
Okay.
And I have been dying to meet you. And every time you come out here, I find out after the fact and after you've left.
One of these days, I will attend a standout just to attend a standout. You know, normally, like what happens is I'll go to a hearing, and then, you know, I'll hang out with everybody outside before the hearing starts, and then go into the hearing, and then hang out with people outside after the hearing ends. But one of these days, I'm gonna actually, like, when I'm in town, if there's a standout happening while I'm in town, I'm going to attend a standout just to attend a standout. That's something that is on my bucket list.
I'm so impressed that you even come to Boston to stand out for us, the people of this area. And that just, oh my God, it warms my heart so much that someone like you who flies out to be here for us is amazing.
Can I be totally honest with you? Like, one of the main reasons why I do that, like, you guys are so kind and so supportive that, you know, and I live very, very modestly. I keep my expenses, you know, I live very modestly. Like, I sacrifice a lot of luxuries, and just to keep myself humble and keep myself, you know, it's kind of a form of self-discipline, is just to live, you know, with the things that I need and not much more. And that's so that I can do nice things like, you know, eat steak a couple times a week, and, you know, go to the gym and just, you know, live a very, very simple but rewarding lifestyle. But I can also do cool things like just up and go to Boston, you know, and so the least I could do is go and hang out with you guys, or go and support Karen Reed in a way that, you know, her family feels that I can be supportive of them, you know, beyond sitting here and doing what I'm doing here. Anything that I can do for this movement that's within my abilities to do, I'm going to do, because you guys make it possible for me to do that. Now, when I can't, because, like, right now, like, my last trip to Boston was that hurt. I'll be
in many ways, right?
again. I'll be able to again. Now, I do have something in the works right now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to fucking happen. It's a situation where it's like, if, you know, I'm just not announcing what it is just yet.
I've been seeing you saying little comments here and there, and I'm like, I can't wait to find out what this is. I watch almost every show you do, probably every show you do, and I have my YouTube going in my office, and I run a mental health office. So listening to you the other day, and I'm so emotional because I just put my cat down, so I'm trying not to be emotional. When you said, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, take your time.
When you said you tried to unlive yourself, I was there a couple of years ago during COVID. And I've been running a mental health office since I was 18 years old. I'm now a little over 50 years old, and I'm not going to say any more than that. But when you said that the other night, I knew exactly where you were because I was there. And
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that?
office. Well, I run a mental health office. I help people that are in those positions. And yet I found myself in that same position. And it was hard.
Yeah.
And when you said that, my heart bled and I cried because I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no. I cried because I understood exactly where you were and the feelings you probably felt. And then where you lifted yourself up and moved forward. And that's where I am now. I have moved forward and I've lifted myself up and I'm helping people again. And I'm able to do that. But everybody gets that point in their life sometimes. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has a perfect world. I'm sorry if these people on Facebook think that they post that their lives are perfect. No, they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I have been in this field
either
for
you're
a long
aware,
time.
either you're aware of your fucked up shit or you're not. That's what it boils down to.
Exactly.
That's what it boils
Or
down
you're
to.
faking.
Right.
Or you're faking who you are.
Right.
But when your true feelings come out, and the sad part is that people use it against you. And I had my own office, the people own the practice where I work, and I've been with them since I was 18 for 30 something plus years. They use it against me.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's the sad part, because you know what? When we get to that position, you don't need people that you think love and adore you and care about you to use that against you.
No.
And when I saw that with Karen, my heart bled for her, because I know I pink paper patients all the time, and I know what that feels like. But I also know when
what do
the
you do
patients come back
exactly?
and say, I'm an office manager.
Okay.
I run the whole practice.
Okay.
Both of
Jesus,
the owners.
that's got to be
Since
stressful.
COVID.
Jesus.
Oh, since COVID, the owners have not come back to the office. So now I'm not only the office manager now, I'm the practice manager. That didn't add additional pay, but it doesn't stop my heart from caring about my patients.
Right.
And when they come back and they say, Bonnie, I hated what you did. I hated that you put me on that stretcher. But when I came back, you saved my life. And I can't begin to tell you how much that means to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it breaks my heart when I have to send somebody out on a stretcher that doesn't want to go. But when they come back and they're a whole new person and they have a better insight in life going forward.
And it's up to them. I mean, people can only be helped if they actually want the help,
Exactly.
And that's a big thing, because one thing that I realized recently is, in a way, I did kill myself. In a way, I did. Hear me out. I did, because I am no longer, and have not been, the person that I was before I started going down this road. When I decided I wanted to live, I mean, I was at bottom. I had gotten evicted from my apartment. I didn't know what I was going to do. Well, I was ready to just go to a homeless shelter and find a dishwashing job somewhere, sleep on a cot, shower at the Y, do what I had to do, but I was gonna live, and I was going to take life by the balls. That's what I was going to do. I was dead set on this decision. The person that I was before making that decision would have never had that kind of fight in him,
Right.
So in a way, I did die. That part of me, I can't even relate to the person that I used to be. I can't even relate to the person that my family grew up knowing, and my friends grew up knowing, and I can't even relate to that guy anymore. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. And I have memories of him, and I have conscious memories of being like, I can't believe I used to think like that. You know, I can't believe that I used to blame the world for my problems. I can't believe that I felt so entitled to shit, you know.
And do you ever have people say, like I say to people, you know what, that door is closed. I don't open that door. That door is closed. I've moved through that hallway to the next door. And people look at me and they go, how can you possibly do that? And I go, because that's my past. And
Right.
I don't need to reopen that door. That door doesn't need to be reopened. It's something I went through. It's something I survived. It's something I have grown and moved forward and opened that next door to more positive stuff. And people go, I don't get that. How do you just close the door? Because you can.
Yeah.
You close that door and you take steps forward and you move forward to that next door that's going to be more positive.
Yeah.
And you open it.
That's it.
And
like
you don't ever have to open those bad
and you
doors.
have to set non-negotiables, man. You know what I mean? Like a non-negotiable for me is I will not fight with people that I love. That is something that won't happen ever again. That is a
amazing.
non-negotiable. I will not do that ever again.
And I honestly think that when I listen to you sometimes and you have these comments and you have these conversations, and I sit on my porch and I can reflect and understand and feel and relate to the things you're saying. And when you talk about mental health, I'm like, I run a mental health office. I help people every day. God forbid, how come I couldn't help myself that year? I do this for everybody else.
Right.
I save lives every day. Like, why did I make that poor decision that day?
Right.
But I got to that point like anybody else does, regardless of where you are.
And you have to acknowledge that it was a poor decision, and you have to acknowledge and that's the most important thing, is realizing like, what is it in me that made me make that poor decision? And how do I not be that person who made that poor decision? And you're always going to make poor decisions. You just have to be conscious enough and humble enough to learn from it. You know, admit the mistake, be accountable, and go, you know what? All right, I fucked up, and I don't want to fucking do that anymore. You know, I just don't want to fucking be like that.
I'm never going to do that anymore.
Right.
But I do have to say, when I ended up in that place, and I ended up, you know, because my situation was I made a decision to take a bottle of pills, and I dumped them down my throat. And the minute I dumped them down my throat, my neighbor is a retired state trooper, and I knocked on his door, and I'm like, Mark, I fucked up so bad. And he helped me. And I'm like, it was such a stupid decision, but it was so like at the moment.
Right.
It wasn't something I planned, something I thought of. I was just at that point where I was like, I am so fucking done. And then as soon as I did it, I was like, you stupid idiot. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I knocked on my neighbor's door, and I knew what the consequences were going to be. And I taught my kids all the time, every action has a reaction, and every reaction has a consequence. Well, guess what? Now I got to deal with my consequence, because I know what I just did. And I've got to get help because I just made a stupid decision. And now I know I'm going to get locked up for 3 days. And you know what? That was fine, Will, because you know what? I learned, I met great, amazing people that were in the same circumstance I was in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been in the mental health field my whole life. What the hell was I thinking? But you know what? I walked out of there a better person. I walked out of there going, you know what? I needed that.
And think of the help you can be to those people when you can truly walk a mile in their shoes, you know?
Absolutely. And I really, truly feel that I can be even more of an assistance to the patients that I deal with every day, not only pink papering them, But knowing the experience I experienced, now I can say, hey, I've done this. I get it. But you know what? Take the time. Do what you need to do. And when you come out, you're going to be a much better person.
Agreed.
Sometimes people just need a real break from reality. And it's not the right way to do it by any means, but it's not the right way. But we all get to that point in our lives at one point or another. And if you're on Facebook posting your life is amazing, I'm sorry, but you're probably the most miserable person in the world right now.
Probably. Yeah, because you need
And
the
you're
world to
just
know
putting
how
a
great your
cover.
life is. You know, like,
Right.
it's like, no, you're not fooling anybody.
That's why I hate social media, because
Stop it.
people are so fake on it.
It's so full of shit. Yeah. It's fun.
But I love everything you do, and I love that you come here, and I appreciate everything. And I'm hoping one of these days, with one of these situations, I can take time off and be at the courthouse and be there and meet you. And I just recently met LTL and Maza at the fundraiser for the craft fair.
Oh,
Which
okay.
was amazing.
Yeah.
I watch all these guys all the time.
Tom put that together, I think, man. Like, that's crazy, dude. Like,
who did it?
You're talking about the crafts thing?
Yeah, at Star Drive-In. I used to go there as a little girl.
I as I understand it, Tom was the muscle and brains behind that. Yeah.
I haven't met him yet either. I've only
he's
been
great,
to the ring.
man. He's great. I went
what's
the first
really
time
cool
first time I went to Boston, he was just incredibly hospitable. Drove me to the waterfall and drove me to 34 Fairview. Scott McGinnis followed behind us and we checked out 34 Fairview, checked out the yard. I mean,
that yard is ridiculously tiny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I recently did that with a group that I do the stand-up with. A few of us went to lunch at not the waterfall, McCarthy's.
Yeah.
And then we went by 34, and I'm like, no. And it's funny because my receptionists laugh all the time through the Care Read trial. I'd have a therapist come in the front office, and I run the office, and they'd be like, is Bonnie here? And my receptionist would say, no, she's in court. And they're like, what? She's like, no, she's in court. But her office light is on. They're like, she goes, yeah, she's here, but she's in court. I suggest you don't bother her right now. Because I'd have the Karen Reed trial going on as I'm plugging numbers and running reports and doing my job. And she's like, yeah, don't bother her. She's in court. And I watched every bit of the trial. And I'm 100% Karen Reed. And one day I was driving home, and I drive, and you don't probably know the area around here, but I drive like really through the commute in the evening hours. And I was driving home one day, and I got stuck in my regular traffic, and I look up, and there's a bunch of pink people on the overpass. And I'm like, oh my God, Karen. I'm leaning on my horn, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Rainham. That's my town. And I got off the highway, and I'm like, what bridge was that? I drove everywhere in Rainham until I found them. And then I got out of my Jeep, and I introduced myself to every one of them and thanked every one of them. And I don't know if you know Janice from the Rainham group.
I know I've met a Janice before. So many people. So many
I
people.
know. I'm sure. And we don't wear name tags. But anywho, so I pulled over, and I'm like, I'm so appreciative of all of you. I don't know how you do it. Da, 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 da. And Janice is like, hey, you want a sweatshirt? I'm like, sure. She's like, we're going to be here Sunday in Middleborough at the overpass. And I'm like, is it okay if I come hang with you guys? And they're like, yeah. And I've been with them since.
I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
And awesome. I love them to death. It's like family. They're amazing. They're loving. They're caring. Everybody I've ever met with this group is just amazing.
Same here. Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
I
have
just
yet
can't
to
wait to
have a
meet everybody
negative.
else.
I have yet to have a negative experience directly with anybody that I've met
Anything
in this
negative, I
movement.
stay away from anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty great. This is the best thing I've ever been
But
a
I'm
part of.
amazed that you're out of Massachusetts and you are so for us. And I so appreciate it. And I love you dearly. And I love watching your shows. And that's why I would love for you to get those two guys back, because I laughed so hard through both of those with you trying to teach them about the trial.
Yeah.
It was hysterical. It
Yeah.
was hysterical.
Well, they're great guys, man, and they're really funny. And you know, I knew that once they heard the facts of the case that they were gonna get really, really caught up in it. I knew that would happen.
I haven't laughed so hard.
And they love it. They
in a
love
long time,
being
and
on
I
these
have to
streams
tell
and
you,
hanging out with
thank
you
you.
guys. No, you're welcome. Thank you for watching.
They are the funniest freaking guys. How do you know them? Like just through social media, or
Through their
are
channel.
you friends with them?
Through their channel. I found their channel through another creator, and then another creator jumped on their channel that I was following, and then I saw them and like I watched their stream and I was like, these guys are fucking hilarious. And it just always blows my mind that they don't have like thousands and thousands of followers. They're hilarious. They're so good.
They don't.
No.
See, every time you
Oh.
show
They
it,
get they get like
I'm
20
stuck watching
people.
it after the fact.
They get like 20 people in their chat. It makes no sense to me. Like
That's
that they
it?
don't. Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
I'm sorry, they are fucking hilarious.
They
I was
are
like,
and
peeing my
extremely
pants watching
talented.
you guys.
Yeah, extremely talented. But I mean, and that's the thing is they're grateful for it. They put in 100%. They don't go based on how many views they're gonna get or anything like that. They just they love what they do. They're good at it and they enjoy it, and they always put in 100%.
But you fit right in that group, just so you know.
Well, I mean, we're like-minded guys, you know.
Right.
We just
well,
get
you
along.
have your comments to them, and then they get laughing, and when you get laughing, then it gets me. It's like then I start laughing, and I'm like, holy shit! It's like a domino effect of laughter. And the first time I ever watched the three of you, I was dying, and I finally I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Like I gotta go to work tomorrow. And I, like, first thing in the morning, plugged you guys back in to watch the rest of it. And I was dying, drinking my coffee and laughing my ass off. And I'm like, oh, my God, these guys are hysterical. So I can't wait for part 3.
Yeah, no, it'll happen soon. We just haven't set a day for it yet, but it'll happen soon. I have ideas in mind for it.
Because they were so like, we want to know, we want to know, we want to know. And I'm like, so Clara, where is it? Where's part
I mean,
3?
well, they're they're busy guys, you know. They have their own channel to do, and they have
holidays.
Right, and they have their own channel to do, and Monty's an artist, and Hannibal is a music producer,
really?
and yeah, those guys have lives.
See, I haven't seen them outside of you yet. I haven't looked at them outside of you, which I'd like to do. But the other thing I can't figure out too is like you guys show, like maybe I'm getting too old for this shit. I don't know. But when you guys get like memberships and people donate money and stuff, I can't figure out how to do that. So I feel like an idiot because I want to donate and I want to do things, and I can't do the things that other people are doing to donate money to you guys. I can't figure out how to do that.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. But just watching I'm grateful that you just watch and enjoy it. It means a lot. Thank you.
Every time you're live, I watch.
I love it.
Even if it's not live, I watch later when I get home from work. But I love watching you and LTL and Mazza and Young Jerks and whatever, and Melanie Little. And do you guys ever watch like
Yeah, if you guys have trouble here, I mean, I'm seeing stuff in the chat. If you guys have trouble, like I made it very easy. See that right there? This thing, that is a QR code. You just point your camera at it, and then it'll pinpoint it, and then it'll say Venmo, where it squares it, and then you click on that,
show on my phone.
And then you just have to download Venmo and build it. Yeah, have a
See, that doesn't. All right, so I just have to figure it out. I'll have one of the young girls in my office. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm getting too old for this bullshit. Show me how to do this," because I don't see that when I'm watching you. There's no Venmo when I watch you.
Well, yeah, I just recently started doing it.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So next time you're in Boston, I hope I get to meet you. I don't want to keep you. I know you're wicked busy and wicked popular.
All right, well, thank you for calling. I really appreciate it.
I'm so thankful I got to go. I'm so thankful I got to talk to you.
I'm glad you got through too. Thank you.
Hey, and your fur baby is beautiful.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for all you do, sweetheart.
All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Hope to meet you soon.
All right. Me too.
Have a great night and happy holidays.
You too.
Thanks, sweetheart.
All right, bye-bye. Great caller. Yeah, this isn't, agreed, Scott McGinnis. This isn't, listen, my comment section is not the fucking complaint box, bro. Take that shit somewhere else. Give a fuck how you feel about other creators. Take that shit somewhere else. Seriously. The fuck? Since when am I the fucking... No, but that caller was great. She was really sweet. I still got a little bit of coffee left. I'll take another call. Amazing.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Oh my God, this is Teresa. Hi, Clara.
Hi, Teresa.
I love watching you. I just wanted to say hello. I just jumped on.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
Calling from Warren, Rhode Island.
Warren, Rhode Island. Wow. Awesome.
Yep. Well, born and raised in Quincy, Mass, but do a lot of standouts and justice for John O'Keefe and free Karen Reed.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you.
I love everything you do. I think you're amazing.
Thank you.
I love to watch everybody, but especially you.
Right on.
I was so happy you came to visit us here in Boston.
Oh, yeah. There'll be more visits to come.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Hopefully what I got in mind works out. But it'll be it'll be the visit of all visits. If this thing works out the way that I want it to. You guys will love it. I just want to make sure that I could pull it off before I announce it. But
it's an amazing group of people.
Yeah.
I show up to these events alone and I just get quite a great reception. Middleborough, Mass is my home standout. And everybody's just been great. I love everybody. I mean, just meeting the people is just amazing.
Right on.
And I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I always do. You guys are great. You guys are absolutely
all right. Fantastic. I won't take up any more of your time. I just wanted to say hi. I'm so happy you took my call.
I'm glad you called. Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. You too.
Bye-bye. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Wow, great callers today, man. Great callers. I'll take another caller. Oh, Scott McGinnis, you didn't do nothing wrong, man. Ain't nothing wrong with defending your boy Tom here, man. We love Tom here. All right. Is that it for the calls? Oh, I guess not.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
This is the captain.
The captain?
Yeah, this is the captain.
What's up, Captain? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing fantastic, Captain.
So I kind of wanted to drill down a little bit on what you were saying earlier about the feds coming and, there being more, the longer it takes, there'll be more indictments. I kind of agree with that. And I don't think it's just going to be about Karen Reed. This isn't the first time that these people were corrupt.
Sure. That's my point is it's not, Karen Reed, that's our whole world. If you're investigating Michael Morrissey, then they're going to investigate every single, it's naive to think that this is the only case that he was, that he applied corruption to,
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
And I think, when they start looking at like the phone records of the McAlberts and everything like that, right? Is it the first time that they've been corrupt? Probably not. And I think like as they have their, their warrants and they're pulling the phone records and things, as they start to, uncover details about other shady shit that they've been doing, well, guess what? They might expand the scope to that warrant and it just turns into a giant dragnet. And I think that's where it's going. At least I hope it is, because Massachusetts is all fucked up.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the more I see, the more, it's just insane. Everything that's going on with this case. It's crazy.
It is. And hopefully, between that and Turtle Boy and, and with all the federal oversight, investigation going on, that they really start to just clean house, because I think if you've never lived in Massachusetts, it might be hard to explain, but there's always this undercurrent of corruption, and you kind of it's always there, and it just becomes normal at some point.
See,
it really should be.
That's what concerns me. That's the only thing that scares me is Michael Morrissey's his history, his shit runs deep, dude. That dude his shit goes way back. So he's got a lot of ties. He knows a lot of people. You know what I mean?
All right.
So that's worries me, is I worry that he's just immune.
Well, here's the thing, and look, it's kind of a conspiracy theory, but I mean, let me know what you think, right? So this just seems all mobbed up, right? This just seems
it's totally mobbed
Irish
up.
Mob all over.
Why the fuck why the fuck would he hire Whitey Bulger's defense attorney to prosecute a case where there's no case?
Exactly. And even before that, right? It's nuts that if someone knocked off somebody or even accidentally killed somebody and they're like, hey, would you help me cover it up? I wouldn't even do that for a family member, let alone some sort of person I work with.
Right.
What? Why would you throw away his whole career for this stuff?
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense here.
There's something really dirty going on. You have to be an idiot, and
he's bought and paid for.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know. It's just, I hope the cavalry comes, but I don't think it's going to be for a while, for the exact reason you said. It's going to be a while before they just.
Sure, and I think that this trial is going to, it's going to play itself out. It's going to play out. It's going to cost Karen Reed millions, as it already has, and it's going to cost the Massachusetts taxpayer millions, and all we can hope is that that's going to make for a stronger case against Michael Morrissey federally. So
Well, as a taxpayer in Massachusetts, I'd rather have my money go to pay back Karen Reed for her damages than to pay for this prosecution. This
Agreed.
Is stupid.
Yeah, agreed. That's
And
why I'm more than happy to do anything that I can, because this is crazy what she's going through, like, and what blows my mind the most are the people who feel like she owes them something for their support. Like, no, Karen Reed doesn't owe you shit. Okay. Karen Reed's a little busy fighting for her life, like either you support her in that fight or you don't. You know what I mean? But it's not about you. So stop it.
Exactly. And to be honest, I think I don't think she was the intended target of this. I think they were trying to set up Lucky.
Yeah, that's the very, very ongoing theory as well. I think Jen McCabe just saw opportunity there and go, well, wait a minute. She asked me if she thought she asked me if she was asking if she hit him. So she thinks that she could have hit him. We could easily just make it look like she fucking hit him. It's so gross. It's so gross.
I 100% agree. And here's the thing, right? Like, every place I worked, if I fucked up and it was a serious fuck up, my boss would be on my ass, being like, what's going on?
Right.
Because, ultimately it's a reflection upon them, right? So, so Morrissey's boss, is that what's going on there? No one's asking any questions about this? Like, come on.
Right.
And it's funny.
I mean, this corruption has to go all the way up to Healy. It has to.
Oh, that was his boss when it happened, and now look at her now.
This is considering his connections and the people that he knows, and the history that he has politically before even being district attorney. There's all kinds of fucking dirty ass fucking people involved in this shit. I guarantee it. So it's the only thing. It's just really important that we all keep this public, and we all keep keep the public aware of what's going on, and we don't shut up about it. That is very important, because the most valuable asset that Karen Reed has right now is the support. That is the most valuable asset, because I think that they're also trying to drain her. So that's that they're trying to drain Turtle Boy of resources, and they're trying to drain Karen Reed of resources by court date after court date after court date after court date. And it's just the classic strategy of hit him in the wallet and wear him out. And that's what I think is going on here. So it's really important that we maintain the support that the support for Karen Reed and Turtle Boy that we have. And even just talking about it, just making sure that it's out there and people are talking about it. It's very, very important.
Yeah, 100% agree. And I want to thank you for all that you do. Very much appreciated.
Oh, thank you for listening and watching, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. And thanks for calling in.
All right. You have a great night.
You too. All right. Have a good one.
Take care.
Bye-bye. All right, folks. That's going to be the end of this live stream. We went almost 3.5 hours. I'm really glad that I got to hang out with you guys. Man, this was a really, really fun stream. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep doing streams like this, man. I get a little self-conscious. I'm like, I don't really know what we're going to talk about. But if you guys are down to just hang out, then I'll keep doing just these hangout streams, man. We'll go over some old testimony and stuff like that too. I'll try to keep you guys entertained through the holidays best as I can. And yes, DM me Oblivious Benson, because I have something that I want to discuss with both you and Auntie Deb. But anyways, guys, I am going to wrap this up. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for all of the support. You guys were so generous today, man. Jesus, wow. You guys always are. And it just blows my mind. And thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit the like if you haven't already, and make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And for those of you who are new subscribers, I really hope that you enjoy the channel moving forward. You guys are enjoying it and you continue to enjoy it. It absolutely means the world to me that you guys are enjoying this, man. It blows my mind. It's like the first time every time. You guys are amazing. Guys, that's it for me. I love you guys very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.